All right, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. We are live again for the Thursday show here on the MMA-Holes. We got Dean Thomas, the evil one. We got more news to talk about with this, to break down the coach that has turned on his fighters. We also got some other combat sports news, and returning back on the show, a special guest who brought on Jon Jones. We're going to talk to someone we haven't spoken to in 9 years. We are live from the Copacetic Studios of Arizona with the MMA-Holes. Yes, baby. Wonderful. Welcome to the show, boys and girls. Like I said, hit the like button. We got the trophies all lined up in the back over there, and we're ready to deliver another excellent episode here on YouTube. Share away, hit the like, blah, blah, blah. All right, so Dean Thomas has been all over the news, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. But we're going to open up this show with something pretty special over here. Oh, I see our guest is here. Okay, good, perfect. I'm going to actually let me just do this. Let me get a little comfy. Whoa, man, it's like a roller coaster ride, that thing. Holy cow! Wonderful. All right, let's get comfy over here. There we go. I don't know how to deliver this information to you guys. This is one of the most peculiar stories in MMA history over here. This man we met actually when we first started the channel. On Saturday will be 10 years of the MMA Holes on YouTube, and I think this is a perfect guest to have on the program because this guy was around during the beginning, during the rise of this little engine that could here on the MMA Holes. And I'm actually very excited to have him back on the program here. They used to call him the Horror. We're going to find out if that's still a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in undefeated professional mixed martial artist. Back on the show, we're going to bring on Matthew Bilella. Let's go, champs.
What is going on, my man?
There he is. Holy cow. All right.
What is going on?
Hey, so, okay, a couple of things. Let me fix this up over here. So I actually haven't had guests on in a minute. We've actually pumped the brakes for a little while because we've been focusing on a lot of stuff with fight reactions and news and all that. But when I did speak to you, I was like, you know what? We're gonna have to run this one back. This is one I have a lot of questions for.
It's been some time.
Yeah. All right.
It's been some time.
So first of all, I think there's a connection problem. So you might have to hop back in. I think that's probably a StreamYard thing. So hop out, hop back in, and we'll drag you back in, okay?
So do I end it and go back?
Yeah, just completely X out and hit the link again, and it should be fixed. All right.
Okay.
So we'll get Matthew back in here. Okay, I'm going to play a video. So, dude, let me once we give you the backstory, you're going to understand why we have Matthew back on. And like I said, he's an undefeated professional mixed martial artist. And how we met him is one of the most interesting things in MMA Holes lore. So it's good to have him on here. And like I said, he was the connection to Jon Bones Jones. So when Johnny Bones came on in the trailer that I showed you, I'll play it again for you guys. But here we go. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's see if this works. That sounds better. Okay, we're good. Okay. So Matthew, is that a family I hear back there?
Yeah, it's my daughter.
Oh, okay. Damn, you got a kid. And what the? Are you a married man?
I'm funny enough, I'm in the middle of a divorce right now.
Well done.
They couldn't hold me down.
Well, I've been there. I've been through that as well, so I can relate. Okay. Well, I won't get into that conversation, but
You're fine. Hey, listen, nothing's off the table in this.
Okay, good. All right. So to those that don't know, let me just give a little backstory before we dive into what's going on in your upcoming fight, which is August 25th, right? Or 28th?
No, August 30th.
Oh, okay. August 30th. Okay, so at the end of this month. Great. Okay, at APFC. So that's going down over there. I got the pleasure of meeting you around 9 years ago. And it was Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. They had that circus situation that was going on. And I remember I was doing a live stream outside. What was it, the Barclays Center? Was that?
Yeah,
Barclays Center, yeah. And I was just running around causing a scene. And then you were there with a bunch of people. They had your face on their shirt, okay? And I thought I met Conor McGregor, for God's sakes. I mean, you had an Irish accent. You had the whole thing going, this whole shtick. And I bought into it. I was like, this is fantastic. I love it. Right?
Yeah.
If you could tell me about like that time in Matt Bilella's career, in life, what was going on then? You were in Jackson Wink, correct? Or were you getting into Jackson Wink?
Yeah, so I had just signed with Jackson Wink, actually, coming off of a reconstructive shoulder surgery. I just signed with the team at the point. I was 19 years old. Social media was blowing up quickly, and I was trying to capitalize on it, and which obviously I did. Some people appreciated it. Some people didn't like it. Definitely met a lot of created enemies for sure. Definitely created a lot of enemies. So
Yeah.
it's definitely different.
Yeah. So, and by the way, is that a daughter you have there or a son?
Yes. A
Okay.
daughter.
And how old is she?
2.5.
2.5. Oh boy, yeah, that's a fun
Say
age.
hi.
Hi.
Hey, cutie, how you doing? Oh, my son. She's my son's
Yeah.
age. That's awesome.
Yep. Play date in the future.
Excellent. Yeah. So it's tough. So are you home with her by yourself right now? It's just you, the two of you?
Yeah. So I have her 5 days a week. I have her Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so this is the first camp I'm doing as a single dad, which is definitely an adjustment, definitely different, but also just more motivation, you know.
Yeah. It's got to be, wow, that has got to be quite the experience. Like just having kids involved in just regular normal life is quite the challenge. And now you have to go through a fight camp and a weight cut and all that stuff. And I'm sure and a divorce. Jesus Christ, dude, you gotta.
It's not for the weak, man. But I will tell you, I think the benefit of it is my daughter gets to see what her father does and the work ethic that sits behind the results, and the results speak for themselves. And I've never been someone who shies away from hard work. I've never been someone who shies away from competition. And I think her being in the gym constantly seeing it will only allow her to hopefully one day have that same type of work ethic and drive towards whatever it is that she's passionate about. So
yeah, that's quite the story. You are so much different than the first time I met you. You said you had that social media. I mean, you were hilarious. You literally had an Irish accent. You had a guy come on that you said it was your brother or something, and
my cousin.
Your cousin. You had this whole gimmick, and it worked. It was hilarious. Like you said, it got some people pissed. It got some people riled up.
Oh, for sure. It had people talking.
Yeah. And I remember we did an interview with you, and you were in the Jackson Wink dorm, and Devin Clark was there, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, hold up, and here comes Jon Jones walking in.
Yeah,
and
I brought John in.
Yeah, so okay, so you're still trading at Jackson Wink. I know the split up with John and them over there, but he's sort of cool, right, with Jackson Wink, or how's that working?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely no bad blood in the sense of like the situation. John was doing what John did outside of the gym, and I think it just got to a point where, there had to be a line that was drawn, and it was like, hey, listen, like you can't be doing X, Y, and Z, and it is what it is, and there was just a little bit of a falling out because of it, and they split ways. But I mean, I don't want to say bad blood, because I mean, I see John from time and time again. I mean, he still lives here in Albuquerque. He goes to some of these events, some of the local fight events. I'm really good friends with his photographer and videographer. So like we all have our mutuals. We all still see each other here and there. And, I wish him nothing but the best. And, now he's retired. He's cemented his legacy. He's done what he's done. And now it's time for the next generation,
It's so funny. When he did pop on, I goofed with him saying I was a fan of DC, and he walked away from me. And then ironically went full circle, and now I'm more of a fan of Jones than I am of DC. Like I don't know how that worked out, but
it's funny how it works. Though. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that one of like your first like really big clips, because you were brand new in the game? Like that was probably one of your first big clips, right?
To this day, we've made a lot of friends and had a lot of crazy interviews, but to this day, that might be one of the most mind-blowing things that I had. Yeah. I was not prepared for that. Yeah, I didn't think.
Yeah. I remember. I mean, I wish I could find the clip, but I remember your face being like,
"Oh yeah,
oh shit,"
Well, it's funny that you say that, because I have it right here. Hold on a second.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll play it right now. And for those that don't know what we're talking about here, this is like going back 9 years ago. There's a young Matt Bilella. Well, you're still a young man.
That's a young lad right there.
Yeah. There's a young Irish boy, Matt. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull you up over here, too, so we can get your reaction.
Oh, this is great. I love it.
Okay, so this is quite the throwback over here. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to let this one go because I was literally I had 2,000 subscribers at the time. Like, I was
Where are you at right now?
140K. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, what a difference. Everything has changed.
Crazy. Hey, just know that the big boss Matt's been around since the beginning.
That's right. That's right. Well, dude, I mean, all right, I'm going to play it here so people can see what we're talking about.
Hold up.
Who is this?
You know me?
Hold up, we them boys.
Oh, who is this guy? Oh,
that's Jon Jones.
So I'm just sitting there like, holy shit. Like, are you kidding me? Trying to play this cool. And you're just like, oh, yeah, by that way, that's Jon Jones. That's kid. Hold on.
Noise. Hold up.
Was that Mike Perry in the background? By the way?
No, that's Dr. Bo. So he's like the main physical therapist, chiropractor for all like the elite athletes.
Okay, yeah. There has been a debate for all these years. We're like, who the hell is that? He looked just like Mike Perry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's funny is that guy's actually pretty freaking famous himself now.
Really? And what's his name again?
Yeah, like Dr. Bo Tower. He's like 2-3 million subscribers.
Wow, Dr. Bo Tower. I gotta go follow him. Is he still with Jackson Wink, or is he just doing his own? Really? Okay.
I just saw him yesterday. Yep.
Oh, cool. All right, so here, let me play this out.
John, hold on. Can you put him on the ear? Give him an earpiece.
What's up, buddy?
All right, John, listen to me. John,
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Chris from the MMA-Holes. Okay, now, there is a lot of Daniel Cormier fans here, including myself.
Oh, my God.
He had enough. That was it. Dude, I got so roasted after that. They're like,
John doesn't play. John didn't back then, especially John wouldn't play with the DC talk.
Oh my God, yeah. I was like, damn, if I'm gonna troll him, I probably should have waited on that one. But yeah, I said that just because everyone razzes me, and I was afraid that people could think I was glazing John. So I was just like, let me hit him over the head. And boy, he didn't want to have anything to do with that. Fun fact, he came on actually maybe a couple years later when I was talking to Devin Clark. He popped in and said something, made a cameo, and pops back out again. He didn't want to stay very long.
Yeah, he's not a big interview. Even in his pinnacle of his career, I knew he always wasn't the biggest fan of interviews in general.
Yeah.
Like the media side of things. Because, I mean, I will say this. Obviously, with everyone knowing John's background of certain stuff in his past, all the interviews would always turn to those conversations.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like, what are we doing this interview for? It's just really so that you can get clicks, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to be honest with you. That's what I was looking for.
Especially at that time, man, I had a lot of – I think it was John himself, actually, who said it. When I came into the gym and I had this stick about me and I had everything, I had so many people – frustrated and sweating in their boots because I was bringing so much noise to the table, and closed mouths don't get fed. So people were talking, whether it was good or bad about me. And I remember John was like, "Hey, bro, whatever you're doing something right. Clearly, you know."
Yeah. And, you were a wild man, dude. You were like,
hey, listen, don't get it twisted. I'm just as wild now. It's just I'm on dad mode. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dad mode changes a lot. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. I'm still just as egotistical and out of this world.
Yeah, you still got a little crazy in your face. So my wife, actually, it's so funny. Like, when we started the show, my wife actually came aboard maybe about a year later after I met you. And I don't know if you've ever met her. You might have. I don't know. But anyway, we wound up having kids, this and that. And I actually talked to her today, and I was like, do you remember Matt Fitzpatrick? I go, and she looked at me. Dude, she remembered right away. And she's like, you're having that psychopath on the show? That's what she said.
I'm the top dog, the top guest.
Oh, man. But you know what, though? I've been looking at your Instagram, and you do look like you've pulled everything together, right? I saw you at the UFC White House card. I see you training. I see you're fighting at Anthony Pettis' fighting organization over there. And I want to ask you, there's a big gap, right? There is you had the amateur career, which was, your amateur career stopped in 2017. You went pro.
I had 5 amateur fights. I went 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. You were on a 3-fight win streak. You went pro, and you went pro in 2026.
Yeah.
So tell me about this gap, 2017 to 26. Was it all injuries? Was it just trying to get your head right?
I want to say it was a little bit of both. I mean, so I kind of got to a point where I was getting so tired of the game because the opportunities weren't coming. The clicks were coming, the views were coming, but not the opportunities. I had so many things. Like, I want to say it was 2017 or 2018. After my last amateur fight, I was set to make my pro debut in Bellator.
Okay.
And so there was conversation at the time. I was going to fight Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor, who fights for like all these Misfits, Jake Paul events or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him were going back and forth and, you know, getting into it. And that turned into him blocking me on all social media because I had this guy crying over, you know, voice notes on Instagram DMs. But that's a whole nother conversation. After that kind of back and forth, I spoke to Rich Chow. He was the matchmaker at the time for Bellator. And they were looking for someone to fight Dylan Dennis. And so I tried to put my name into that mix. And it was, you know, he put me in the mix, to my understanding, with among other people. And I wasn't picked into that mix. And it just felt like every opportunity was like right there about to come, and then it was taken. And so I kind of got bored and tired of the game because it's like we're all fighters, but we'll only fight when it benefits us. It's never like, you know, if you want an opportunity, sometimes you just got to fucking make an opportunity. If it's not being given to you, you got to make it, right? And so I just got frustrated. I think I got overwhelmed. I got annoyed. I got frustrated. And I started becoming, like, in a sense, the punching bag for everyone in the fight game, where I was helping everybody else advance their career, but it wasn't helping advance mine, right? Okay. So I was the sparring partner for all these guys, but then it's like, hey, where's the love on my end? I'm not getting paid for the rounds. I'm taking damage, and this doesn't benefit me. And so it became it showed the true colors of the sport, which is it's a selfish sport, right? And so I took a little bit of a step back, tried to get my head right. When I felt like my head was getting right, I was getting ready for my pro debut. I want to say it was 2017, 2018-ish.
Okay.
And I tore my shoulder again. And so I've had 4 reconstructive shoulder surgeries now. Three on my shoulder and 1 on my stomach. And they were just going back and forth. And then I remember I moved to California. I went over there to do some physical therapy. I met a team out there called White Tiger MMA. Still really cool with them, still talk with them. I mean, the owner out there, bro, still to this day is a dear friend of mine. Super good dude, just down to earth, knew what I was going through, knew me through social media, knew me through the grapevines of, you know, MMA. I think people forget too, is like, kind of like, I was on your show, 9 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
I was a 19-year-old kid when you met me, right? And I'm 30 now. And it blows my mind kind of because I tell people like, oh, like I'm a veteran in this game, and people don't like bro, I've been in this sport since I was 12 years old. You know what I mean? Like I know the sport like the back of my hand. I know the politics that are involved in this sport. I know every fighter's manager. I know who they're sponsored, who they're representing. So it's just like to see the back end of it is, you know, sometimes not always a good thing because you realize how many politics are involved in this game to get to where you want to go. Yeah. And so I took a little bit of a break, to be honest, a mental break. After that injury, though, I went to California. You know, I was training there. I was out of shape. I got to like 215 pounds. I had to start cutting down some of the weight, trying to pull the weight down. I got surgery. A drunk driver rear-ended me at like 60, 70 miles an hour, separated my shoulder again after I just had surgery. So it was just one thing after another, and it almost felt like, all right, well, it's clear as day that this isn't meant for me then, you know? Like, all these things keep happening, and there's got to be a reasoning for it. Yeah. And I think something kind of just clicked with where I was like, hey, listen, enough of the social media, enough of the talk. Let's just stand 10 toes down, face down, and just go in the gym silently and work. Yeah. And so I spent 2 or 3 years just silently working while nobody knew I was going to compete again. And I think there was a point, too, where it was almost like I never doubted myself, but I think everybody from the outside was like, yo, this kid was like, you know, he was like a meme on social media from 2014 to 2017. And, you know, he had his 3 years of clicks and views and attention, and he's gone with the wind. But I was silently working, and I knew that my time would come. And everyone's like, oh, well, before you make your pro debut, why don't we get one more amateur fight in? I was like, I'm better than these amateurs. I've always been, and you know this, you can attest this. I've always been a very confident person. And so I said, well, no, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to dive, you know, all the way in.
Yeah. I was shocked, man. Like, because there was a bunch of years where you kind of fell off the grid, and I always thought, like, because that clip of Jon Jones keeps popping back up with us, so I always like have you attached to that, and I'm like, I wonder what happened to this guy, and then all of a sudden that fight came up with the Anthony Pettis League, and you get an impressive situation. You looked good out there. You looked like a whole different human being. Like it was weird. I was like, damn, this guy kind of went through a metamorphosis. So now it makes sense with all you've been through. Do you look at it like, hey, this is all meant to be like this?
Listen, everything happens for a reason, you know? And I have to find the positives out of every situation, right?
Yeah.
I think what happened too, though, is when I met you and I was a 19-year-old kid, there was so much attention and clicks and views around me that I don't want to say it was pressure, because I put the pressure on myself, putting myself in those positions. I think that social media gave me an outlet to build this narrative and this character, and I didn't know where to run with that character anymore, and so it burnt me out, and then it turned into a lot of people, that was my last amateur fight right there, actually.
Yeah, this was like, I'm telling you, if for those that don't know this, I mean, we're going back, right? You were literally a carbon copy of Conor McGregor. Like, you literally took the playbook and said, I'm going to run with this. You had the accent, the whole deal, because Conor was huge. Like, I don't think people understand. A lot of people that started watching the sport, like, during COVID and on, they don't understand. They don't understand the boom that Conor was. So when you came in, you basically were like, fuck this. This seems like a good path, right? And,
I don't regret it. I really don't regret it. I really don't. I mean, it benefited me in some aspects. Obviously, in others, it didn't. But I mean, to each their own, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, I just want to tell the chat, this is not pre-recorded. I see your chats and I'll play your messages. We're with Matt Bilella, and he's got a fight coming up August 30th, and it should be a banger over here. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
He's fighting Conrad Lukes, and it's at APFC number 25 over here.
Live on UFC Fight Pass. Make sure you're sitting down with your popcorn, because I'm going to put his lights out quick.
Hell yeah. And so the little one here, so she's kind of understanding now, right? Like kind of what you do, right? Like she's starting to get to...
Oh, for sure. I mean, so when I say she lives in the gym with me, she lives in the gym with me, especially this whole camp. I mean, this camp, she's at every sparring round. She's at, you know what I mean? She's at all of it. So for her, it's like, I mean, she's literally coming up to me. She's coming up to me in between rounds and giving me my water.
That's awesome.
So like it's become that much that attached, I guess you can say. I mean, we go to the gym and she's putting on my gloves. She runs over to my locker and opens my locker and takes my stuff out. And so it's definitely gotten to that point where I think she's starting to recognize. Maybe she doesn't know exactly what I do, but I mean, she was at my last two fights, my pro debut, my second pro fight, and now she's gonna be here at the third pro fight. And I have momentum. I just came off of a 34-second knockout.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, granted, people will say, oh, scrub, this, that. I mean, I hear, but here's the thing, dude. Like, you obviously know, there's only so much you can do, right? You can't please everybody.
Yeah.
And so if I go out there and go fight a D1 wrestler and starch him, they're going to say, oh, well, he was only 5'8".
Mm-hmm. That's the game, yeah.
I go out there and submit a black belt. They're going to say, oh, well, he came into the fight injured. Mm-hmm. There's always something. There's always a response.
How do you? Oh, I think we lost him. There it is. That's it. That's over. It's over. That's Matt Bilella. By the way, if you're just jumping in, it's quite a backstory we've had with him. I'm like soaking this in because I'm having a nostalgic trip. Like I said, 10 years will be Saturday that we've been doing this, and he was he got us Jon Jones onto the show, and Devin Clark got us in with Jackson Wink, and it's just weird seeing the evolution of this guy. I had to take some videos down that he was in because he was shot out of a cannon. He was talking with this Irish accent, and his phone might have died on him or something. I don't know what happened here. Anyway, we'll get him back in. But he's like he's all grown up. It's so weird. And is he back? Oh, okay, we'll get him back in. There's two of me. All right, we'll wait for Matt to get back in here. We'll get to the Dean Thomas stuff in a little bit. So, yeah. So, here we go. All right. How do I get him back in here? There we go. Okay, there we go.
Gotcha. Service just dropped. I don't know what happened. The screen went black.
No worries.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is the fight game, right? And at the end of the day, I mean, I've told you this since I was a kid. I mean, I'll be in this fight game until my last breath. This is all I know. It's all I've been around my entire life. And, you know, Conor actually said something that really resonated with me. He goes, "It's never over. Like, it's in my blood. It's in my bones." Mm-hmm. And, like, that's how I feel about this competition is, like, I could have walked away, man. I was living in California. I was living a good life. I had a little condo out there that I was renting. I was going to the beach every single day. Like, I was enjoying my life, man. Mm-hmm. And but then I would sit back with the guys that I met out there in California. We'd be watching the fights, and I'm like, man, I really should be the one up there right now. And it pisses me off that I'm not.
Yeah.
And that fuel, that fire burning in my stomach is always what allowed me to come back into the gym. I was never afraid to work hard, as you know, and I've never shied away from competition. I've never said no. And I mean, you know, the first thing I realized is when I went to APFC is when I went there, they were sitting down, they were doing the interview with me, and the announcer was talking to me. He goes, "Matt, you have been out of the game for 3,378 days." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "How do you expect to come back and compete with the pro circuit when you had never even made your pro debut prior to this?"
That's a great question.
I said, "I'm just a different guy. I'm on a different level. I enjoy the energy. I live for those moments. I live for that like pressure. I love it. I always have. And I'm not afraid to put everything out there and risk it all. I think the more I put pressure on myself, the better I perform, because I know that if I talk too much, it's going to be exposed in a fight if I don't perform."
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like I got the best people in the world backing me. I mean, I've spent the last I don't know if you've seen, obviously this last fight didn't go his way, but Steve Garcia, one of my best friends.
Oh, yeah, I want him to win.
Yeah, thank you, baby. One of my best friends. I mean, that's why I was at the White House. I mean, he brought me out for that camp. I was in camp mimicking Diego Lopes behind the scenes with him for 3.5, 4 months.
So that's how you got there at the White House card? Because you were...
Yeah, so I was brought out with Steve, and I was his main sparring partner the whole camp.
Oh, shit.
And, yeah, and so I did that, and then I went back-to-back camp, and then Holly Holm was fought for a boxing world title where she got robbed, and I was one of her sparring partners for that fight camp. So I fought that fight camp straight back into Steve's fight camp back-to-back, mimicking both her opponent and then Diego.
I always wondered, how does that work? Do they pay you for that, or are you doing it on the arm? Like, how does it...
I'll say I do it on the arm.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll say I do it on the arm.
But you get some cool perks out of it, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, there's definitely parts of it that benefit me. Now, granted, I don't do any of these things for these people because there's going to be something that comes my way to benefit me.
Yeah.
I do it because these are people that have always been loyal to me.
Sure.
Have always done right by me. I mean, Holly's been a teammate of mine for 10 years, you know. Steve's been a friend of mine for 11 years. When I walked away from the sport and everybody was like, "Oh, he's gone," Steve always stayed in contact with me. Steve always would text me or call me during the holidays or whatever the case was and check on me, make sure everything's good. Even right now, amid this divorce, man. I mean, I just lost my. I mean, I have 2 houses, but I'm in my current house now. But I just lost my dream house in this divorce. My relationship. You know, half custody of my daughter. Like, all this stuff happened while I'm in this camp right now for this fight. And at the end of the day, it's like you can only lean on the people that, you know, that respect you. And Steve has been one of those people. And so I'm always going to be there to help the people that help me and do right by me. And, you know, the perks that come from that is obviously, you know, Steve went on an 8-fight winning streak prior to this loss. And, you know, Iridium management and stuff like that is a conversation we're going to be having. Mm-hmm. I am the most followed MMA fighter on the regional scene right now.
Yeah, 124K. Look at this on Instagram. Yeah, you're pretty active now again on Instagram. I
mean,
are you doing these posts yourself, or you hire someone to do this?
Say again?
Do you do these posts yourself, or are you hiring someone?
Yeah, but I have videographers and photographers. I have all people like that work with me.
Yeah, it looks pretty professional.
Stuff like that. Yeah, and so
I want to ask you about Steve real quick. Just hold that thought. Like, Steve Garcia, that fight, I want to get your perspective on it because he was kind of owning him in that first round, Diego.
Yeah.
And then the second round, he kind of got caught in the pocket over there with him. Yeah. And like, what's your perspective in hindsight? Like, I feel like that was such a winnable fight for Garcia.
Yeah,
right?
and so I mean, I think this is what I'll say. There's certain things I won't say just because it's not my place to say. It's a place for Steve, and I'll get Steve on this show for you one of these days.
Yeah, dude, I'll talk to him.
We'll get that situated. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, like anything can happen in a fight, as you know, right? How many times do we see guys that we know should win a fight, but then something you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's a winnable fight. I think he wins that fight 9 out of 10 times. That was his one time that he took that loss.
Yeah.
I will say that there were some minor things or larger things, I guess you can say, that happened during that camp, that we had to make some adjustments to. Not to sit out there and make excuses. There's no excuse. But there were some adjustments that ended up having to come about in the middle of that camp. As far as that first round goes, Diego Lopes has always been almost like the boogeyman of the division, the gatekeeper, as you know. He's the guy that never wins the world title but beats everybody before they can get there.
Yeah. And now he's moving weight classes.
I think Steve, in a sense, this is my opinion as a friend. So if he doesn't like me for saying this, oh well, I love you, Steve, but fuck it. I think that he almost respected that boogeyman behavior too much.
Mm-hmm.
Where when he fought him and he was teeing off on him and everything was working to his benefit in that first round, it almost made him think like, whoa, this dude's dude's human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude's human. So this dude's human, and it's weird to see that he's a human because I'm expecting him to be this like firecracker,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think in that second round, the game plan went out. I mean, Steve will tell you, but I think the game plan just went out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Is that once the crowd started going and everyone was getting wild, we said to Steve, and Steve knew this too, is, hey, he trusts his chin and I trust my chin. What's going to happen is if he can't land the shots on you because you stay at range and you tee off on him, we said that in the second or third round, he's going to start trying to create a brawl to make it ugly, to force you into that, because that's going to be his chance to catch you. Because if he has no luck touching you on the outside, he's going to be forced to play into that game. And I think once the crowd started going and Steve had such a dominant first round, Steve's like, I'll play into that fire,
Yeah, it did seem
so
like that was the case.
it was almost more of like I don't want to say silly, but almost like a silly, like, oh, I got this. But lesson learned, right? This is the fight game. And I'll tell you this right now. I mean, I just sparred Steve on Tuesday for my last sparring. He's one of my training partners during this camp and every camp. And I just finished 2 hours ago, an hour and a half of MMA grappling with him. And I've never seen him this hungry. And he's putting the punishment on everybody in the gym because of that loss.
He's got to be kicking himself, yeah.
I will say this. I'm excited to see what happens with Steve next. And just like every other camp, I'll be one of his sparring partners for the next camp. And we're going to get that one back. It's personal for me.
Yeah.
And, when we talk about how I was a loose cannon, like you said in the past, I still am. You should have seen me in D.C. It was just me eyeing Diego and his entire team the entire time, just pacing back and forth. And it's funny because Steve is such a good-hearted Christian man, and just, real big on his faith, and all respect to it as I am. But I'm very ruthless when it comes to fighting in the aspect of like, we're not friends here, right? We're not friends here. You're trying to beat me up. You're trying to, separate me from consciousness. I got a daughter that's watching right now, and you think you're just going to come in here and beat my ass. It's just not going to happen. I'll die on that. I'll die on my shield before that happens, Yeah. And so Steve is very the opposite. He's a killer when he fights, but he's such a loving human being. He cares about his family, cares about his friends, he cares about his relationship with God, everybody around him. He's just such a good-hearted person. And I'm like that privately, but when it comes to fighting, I'm not that person, and he is. And so he kept saying to me, he's like, Matt, please do me a favor. I was like, what? He goes, do not start fights with Diego and his team. I said, why? He goes, I know how you get. And I was like, I know how you get. I was like, dude, this guy's trying to kill you. Like, that's what it is. He's like, yeah, I get it, dude, but we're going to fight, and it is what it is. So, like, just chill. But I'm sitting there pacing back and forth, just looking at these guys.
Well, Jackson Wink made quite the statement, and I have a picture of you here with Tyson Fury, and you guys were hanging out with Triple H. Look at this. This is crazy over here. You had all the big pictures.
What's crazy too is that's probably a quarter of the pictures.
Yeah, I could only imagine. Yeah. I want to hear about the other Jackson Wink guy that made a big splash, Josh Hokit. That was quite the it was quite the fight and interview.
Yeah, he's a wild one. He's a wild one, but he knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
So
I fucking love that guy.
At the end of the day, it's like we go back to the same thing. Closed mouths don't get fed, right? And at the end of the day, it's like he knows what he's doing, and he's doing a good job at it. And you can't hate the player, hate the game type of thing, right? Like,
yeah,
he's got motion, he's got movement going on right now, and he's at the top of the game right now. He's got we got Alex Pereira and Sarah Ogan. Like, those are the only two oppositions for him right now, big profile names. And if there's someone that's going to be able to do it, it's going to be Josh. I mean, he is. The thing that people don't understand is, like, he's a freak athlete. Like, he is a specimen of a human being when it comes to just athletically, and just, like, at the end of the day, it's like you don't have to like the dude, right? And it's like kind of how I was back in the day, not to compare us, but it's like people don't like that.
Oh, there he's out again. By the way, if you're just jumping in, this is Matt Bilella. He fights out of Jackson Wink. Oh, here we go. There we go. He's having a rough couple days. There you go.
You got it?
We're good.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, he's a specimen of an athlete. He's a freak of an athlete. And, yeah, he talks a lot of shit, but obviously we see in his performances he backs it up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was the vibe in the gym like after the post-fight interview? Because I was laughing pretty hard. I got the joke. I thought it was pretty funny. But a lot of people didn't. And a couple things. Like, you were in the crowd. So, first of all, what was the crowd like when he dropped the Obama line?
When he dropped the Obama one?
Yeah.
Here's the cool thing about our gym. I mean, our coaches are all. Our gym is very big on, like, allowing people to speak their mind.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to agree with it, but this is the entertainment business. You know this.
Yeah.
Right. And, like, again, I hate to be repetitive, but it's like we come back to the same thing of, like, closed mouths don't get fed. And if you're gonna sit there and complain that you're not in the position you want to be in, but your performances prove that you should be in those positions, there's obviously something that's missing, and what's missing is you're not marketable.
Mm-hmm.
And this is especially now that the UFC is outside of the pay-per-view. It's not pay-per-view percentages. It's viewership. So what's going to get clicks? What's going to get views, right? And some people know the game, and some people don't care for the game. But the people that don't care for the game are the ones that are losing out.
Yeah. So, by the way, you didn't just slap your kid, did you? Right now, or you said?
Spanked her right in her butt.
I thought you slapped her upside the head. So that would get clipped.
Clip that.
she's got a concussion clip right now. Are you okay, kid? Do I gotta call the cops? Oh shit!
Yeah, you think I was wild?
So the gym's not trying to suppress him or anything like that, because there's rumors going around that they're trying to, like, the gym is like, hey, Josh, cool it. They're not saying that?
No. I mean, Again, the same thing is, like, there's definitely going to be the people in the gym that might not like the stick. There's going to be people that maybe necessarily don't agree with what he says, right? But there's never going to be a time where someone's like, hey, if you say that again, you're out. You know what I mean? They're like, the thing that I've always loved about Coach Wink and why I've always stayed loyal to him, even when I moved to California, I made the decision to come back when I was, freed up with all my injuries, was exactly that, is because Coach Wink is true to his core. It's the reason why, and again, I love John. I have a lot of respect for John, but John had a lot of yes people around him telling him yes, you know what I mean? And when you got yes people around you that just tell you that everything you're doing is fine, nobody holds you accountable for your actions.
Mm-hmm.
Wink is very much like, yo, I don't give a fuck who you are, what star level you are, be respectful or get the fuck out. And so obviously that being the case, it's the reason why he's so respected in the sport. And he knows it. Like, he laughs at that stuff. He's like, man, Josh is a wild one, Like, we laugh about it because at the end of the day, it's like Josh is trying to feed his family. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you're one of those people that care so much.
She's next. She's definitely jumping in that cage.
Calm as shit this entire time until I start.
I was just having this conversation with my wife. For some reason, kids, as soon as you get on the phone, that's how they are. They want to be involved, It's all good. All right, well, I won't keep it too long. I do want to talk about your fight coming up. Against Conrad Lukes. Now, you are going into your second professional fight, right? Is there like a long game here? Are you looking
this is my third pro fight.
A third pro, okay. And are you looking to like Contender Series? Is that like the goal? Is that like what you're trying to shoot for, or are you doing one fight at a time?
That's not only the goal; it's the conversation right now.
Okay.
There's very strong conversation that's what ends up happening at the end of next year.
Okay.
We have a 4-fight plan right now for this year. So in a perfect world, I'm going to end this year 4-0.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I have conversations right now of an October date and the end of November. So that'll put me with my 4 fights. I mean, let's be honest. We don't have Conor right now. We don't have a lot of these big guys. The UFC needs stars, right? The UFC needs stars. It's lacking stars right now. And I have the star power. I have the platform behind me. I know how to sell fights, and I'm not a crotch-sniffing loser who just sits there and holds people. I'm a guy that's going out there, and I'm willing to die on my shield, and I'll sit to the center of this cage, and you'll see in this fight when you watch it, I will point to that center, and we'll see who takes the first step back. And it's not going to be me, and someone's lights are going to be put out, and it's not going to be me. So
there you go. I like that. Yeah, and I apologize. Yeah, it was 2 fights. The first one was a no contest, which I completely forgot about. There was like controversy in that one. But how do you like fighting?
That fight was supposed to be overturned, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So you put an appeal?
And it didn't, which is kind of bullshit. What happened?
You put in for an appeal?
Yeah, because we're literally in the rules meeting, right? And mind you, 3,378 days of no competition, right?
Yeah.
And I went from an amateur to a pro after a 7-year layoff.
That's right.
And real quickly you learn there's levels to this game, and they go, "Hey Matt, we switched your fight." I said, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You're going to be the opening fight for UFC Fight Pass, the pay-per-view." I said, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." And so the fight happens right before the main event of the prelims before the pay-per-view starts for UFC Fight Pass. They go over the rules meeting again, and they go, "Listen," and they start explaining things. And the last thing they explained literally was the situation. They said, if you are in a position where your opponent is grounded and you throw an elbow, make sure it's to the center of their face and not the side. But if you are the grounded opponent and you turn your head and the elbow lands in an illegal spot due to you turning your head and not working out of position, it will be your fault. We will give them a warning, but you are at fault for it. Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
Dude.
They threw in this little Mexican from Mexico that came over here to fight me. And, my original opponent was MIA. I had 4 different pullouts during the lead up of this pro debut. This guy comes in. They tell me, listen, he's 0-0 as a pro. He's 0-0 as a pro. He's orthodox. He's 5'9". That's all we know. I said, okay. I come to find out the day of the weigh-ins, he's 6'1", not 5'9". Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking what the fuck, right? So I'm sparring different bodies during this camp. Nobody's 6'1" in my camp that I'm using. So completely different frame, long, lengthy little Mexican dude. And
so he was a bigger dude, yeah.
So that ends up happening. And then I come to find out that he had 3 pro fights prior to this, but in Mexico, so they're not on his tapology.
Okay.
Because I guess something to do with, don't quote me on this because I don't know exactly if this is the right wording on it, but I guess if you're in Mexico or in a different country, you don't technically have to transfer records from the outside country into the U.S. states. And so he had fights there, and then when we called him out for it, like the promotion and everybody else, he was like, "Oh well, no, those were amateur fights." And then when we looked it up and we found footage that was buried, like it wasn't easy to find the footage. They're 3 5-minute rounds, pro rules, like the whole 9. And they're like, "No, this is a pro fight." He goes, "Yeah, but it was an expedition. It didn't really count." It's like, well, no, it doesn't matter if it counted or not on your record. Like, you have experience in the pro set rules. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so there was just a lot of iffiness going on in that, and and then he wanted to sit there and be my friend, and it's like, dude, fuck you, like you're a loser. And when I hit him with the elbow, I think what happened is, it was funny backstage, and mind you, that the dude talks like this. We no speak English. Right? We no speak English. So it's weird. It's weird when these foreign people it's like their native tongue is like feminine as fuck. It's weird.
So it's this guy Ruben Gallegos, right?
Yeah,
Gallegos?
Gallegos or whatever.
Okay.
And you know what's funny? This guy's still begging for a rematch.
Huh.
Still begging for a rematch. I'll have to send you a video in your DMs after this interview. I got videos of this guy. So after the fight, he goes to the medics and he's like, "Oh, my neck, I can't move it, blah, blah, blah." They offer to hospitalize him, bring him to the hospital to check on him, make sure he's all right. This little rat ends up putting a neck brace on.
Oh, God.
And he walks out to the fight and continues to watch the fight wearing a neck brace like this. all the way up to the top of his chin like this. Like a little dweeby Mexican dude, like the absolute, like, dude looked like an absolute tuna can, like so ridiculous. And so I have everybody sitting there sending me videos of this guy in the crowd, like crying with some sad music in the background with a neck brace on. It's hilarious. And so, you know, it was a way for him to get out, because me and him almost got into it backstage too after the fight. Because I just told him, I was like, you just took me away from my delay. 3,378. I'm not going to remember. I'm never going to forget how many days it was. You just took me away from my win because you're a fucking bum. And so he was like, "Oh, me no speak English. Me no speak English." So I'm like, I'm looking at his coach. And I'm telling him, tell him I said in Spanish he's a pussy.
Oh my
Tell him
God.
I said he's a pussy. And so his coach was like, "Oh, no, it's okay. Like, mistake happened. And they're saying it's a mistake. Well, then what happens fucking 2 days later, I go on social media and I'm getting DMs and messages and all this shit saying, "Oh, Matt was losing the fight. He was losing the fight, so he had to hit him with an illegal elbow." Mm-hmm. First off, I don't know what fight you were watching, but last time I watched the fight, I won that fight, that first round 10-9. Okay? I cracked him with 2 head kicks that had him doing the stanky leg. I had him against the fence and he couldn't take me down. I lateral dropped him. I cracked him with 3 or 4 elbows from the ground, from a grounded position.
Yeah.
And he squirmed up like a pussy.
It's been a rough go for this guy, it looks like. I'm looking at his Tapology. And so you're saying in the amateur scene, that's where he had the other fights that weren't tallied for?
No. So as an amateur, he ended up having 6 amateur fights. I don't know what's on his record. I think it's 2 or 3.
He's got like 2 Ami fights, one win, and then the no contest with you, and apparently he got choked out in November.
Yeah, he got choked out by somebody that I don't know that they offered me last minute as a replacement. That dude's a pretty good stud too, actually.
Oh yeah, 3-0.
Yeah, so he fought 2 pro fights, quote unquote, and he fought 2 amateur fights. But he had 6 amateur fights and 3 pro fights.
Man.
Now, granted, I'm not saying they were great records, but 9 fights versus 4 is a big difference in the experience, right? And again, 3,378 days. And no offense, regardless of the outcome of that fight, there's not many people that'll sit there and come back after that long of a layoff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And not to do it on UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you were out since 2017. That's fucking crazy, man. Give him a 10-0 professional. Yeah. So what's your plan? So you're gonna try to stay active, you said, and I mean, guys getting the Contender Series like 4 or 5 professional wins, right? So is that the
Say again?
Guys get into the Contender Series like with 4 or 5 professional wins? It's pretty wild how quick you can get in now.
It's 4 to 7.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy that just fought. I can't even remember his name. I mean, good for him. Nothing against him. His name was like Sal something. I can't. He fought for Tough Enough. Again, nothing bad to say against the guy. He seems like a good kid. So nothing to say bad against him, but he's 4-0. He fought an 0-0 guy and won, so he's 1-0. Then as a 1-0, he fought a 1-6 guy. He won. He was 2-0. Then he fought a guy that was, 3-12. And then the last fight was against a 4-5 guy, and now he's 4-0 and he's in Contender Series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by the way, I think majority of the chat, you've won them over. There were a couple of people asking if you changed your name, and you did go by Matt Fitzpatrick, but it's just Matt Bilella, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, and I think that's probably the good move to get rid of the Fitzpatrick, go straight Bilella on this, and it's kind of like a rebirth. So I feel fresh. I feel rejuvenated. You know. Yeah.
I feel good. I feel really good, actually. To be honest with you, man, I'm in a really good space, regardless of actually everything that's going on right now, man. I'm in a really good space right now, and the momentum is in my favor right now. I mean, I got Greg Jackson, one of the best coaches in the world, and Coach Wing. They watch my sparring rounds, and they sit there and they shake their head. I'm like, oh, fuck, was it that bad? And they just look at me. They're like, the way you're peaking right now is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, with that time off, and you can kind of sharpen your tools in the meantime, this is probably, you're going to come out of nowhere, hit people where they don't expect you coming.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. It's just like, again, it comes back to everything. Like, everything happens for a reason, right? And this game is a brutal game, but I own this game. I love this game. You know, it's my life. It really is. Like, people say like, oh, like they love the sport, but then their actions don't prove otherwise. Like, I could have been living my better life, bro. I could have been living in California. Could have been doing everything I was doing prior. You know what I mean? There were so many different other options for me that were so much more financially lucrative and better off. But I came back to the fight game to make $1,500 fucking bucks a fight to go beat up these fucking idiots, you know? and so I chose my path, and you know, when you choose the bed, you have to lay in it, and I'm okay and comfortable laying in it. And,
there you go.
And at the end of the day, I mean, I know what's meant to happen is meant to happen, and I mean, mark my words, I've always been a man of my word, and I told everybody when I got injured, I will be back, and everyone was like, yeah, okay. Here we are 9 years later, and we're talking, right?
Yeah, you're still in the game.
And so I will leave this year, 2026, 4-0. Clip it right now if you want. Clip it 4-0 by the end of this year. And there's conversations about Contender Series for next August. And I mean, APFC needs a star, and APFC needs a new champion. Last time I checked, they're not a big fan of the champions because they're all just a bunch of tools, and they're not marketable, and they just don't do shit. There's no movement in the game, and you know I posted it about a week or two ago, and APFC posted most likely to become the new UFC, the new APFC lightweight champion, and it had me as the ranked guy to dethrone the current champion.
Let's go, man. I fucking like it, man. You got me jazzed up. I can't believe 9 years later, and now all of a sudden, are you still the horror? Are we still going with that? Or you got a new nickname?
Yeah, I mean, the horror. The guys in the gym call me Money Matt, but yeah.
Okay, Money Matt. And the walkout song.
My shots are money, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, hit hard.
My shots are money. I land my shots.
Yeah, and the walkout song too. I noticed the superstar, the Sean O'Malley. Is that going to be the song, or do you switch it up?
No, so I came out to that song just because I was in a headspace of just like, I had to remind myself I still am a star, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like, hey, I'm going to prove myself right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I came out to that song because of that. Hold on one second. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Is that to the dog or the kid?
The dog. No, not the kid. Not the kid. Don't clip that. I'll have TPS at the house.
We could really edit this really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Deadbeat dad comes back to MMA.
They're gonna be like, no wonder this guy's friends with Jon Jones. Jesus.
Yeah, the king of the game. Got all the records.
Yeah, I got an alert. Let me play this real quick here. This is from Just Smokey.
Matt's a mad cunt LFG. How Mose hasn't hit him with an updated lower midsection question is beyond me though. Smiley face emoji.
Okay.
Cheers Matty made from the holes. Love you gesture emoji. Clinking bear mugs emoji.
Thank you, Smokey. They want me to ask about your I don't want to ask this in front of your kids, so I don't know how to ask this question. They want to know how endowed you are.
How what?
How endowed you are. They want to know, like, are you working like above average, below average?
I'm the king, baby, above average.
Oh, I heard the accent there.
Don't make me bring it back.
Black from the waist
It'll
down.
get rowdy in here.
I was waiting for black from the waist down. You weren't going to say
it's never over.
Dude, you should hit the mic after your win, right? And just break out the accent again. Just
listen.
Yeah.
The post-fight interview is about to be nasty.
Yeah, so you have to
be nasty.
Are you gonna like throw Dana White in there? You gonna say sign me or stuff like that, or what?
I might have to call out the ex, to be honest with you.
You gonna fight your ex?
Public announcement. I'm the white boy of the year.
Hey, what's the odds we get an MMA-Holes shout out?
You let me know. I got you.
All right. We're gonna hold him to that, Chad. Okay, we're gonna hold him to that.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lengthy post-fight interview. I got a lot of shit to get off my chest.
Slip us in. Please slip us in. And talk about Michelle Obama, too, while you're at it.
She's in my DMs.
Well, let me just say this. I'm excited to see you fight again, man. I'm happy that you're doing your thing. And I hope everything in the personal life gets together quickly. If you can give the people like the last word before you go into battle, into war on August 30th at APFC, number 25. What would you like to tell the people?
If you want to see pure violence and you want to see someone that's prepared to die, tune in and watch, because not only am I going to make it look easy, it's going to be violent. The last fight was 34 seconds. Let's see if this can beat that record, because in my opinion, the UFC wants finishes, and that's what I do. I finish fights. And at the end of the day, there's anywhere, anyone can get it. And I'm going out there willing to die, like I said. And at the end of the day, violence is my middle name, and I'm literally going out there to kill someone.
Hell yeah.
I'm not there to shake hands. I'm not there to be your friend. I'm gonna put that middle finger straight in your face. And that's just what it is. It's me against the world right now, you know? I'm kind of in my villain arc right now, you know?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what,
don't get me hyped up in my kid's fucking nursery room right now.
Let me see some shadow boxing real quick. No.
Don't make me do it.
The chat.
I'm an animal. I got a little unit.
You get him.
Yeah, she knows.
You won the chat over, and I am very excited to see your next fight, man. Congratulations.
Hey, so what's the chances that you live stream this fight?
August 30th is what day? Hold on a second.
Sunday.
Oh, shit. Is this Sunday?
It's a Sunday.
You might have it. Hold on a second.
You should just live stream it so you can clip when I shout you guys out.
Can you get me a free link? No.
Well, I got you. Let's see what happens, because they don't give you the lineup of when you're fighting until the day of.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be on YouTube, which you could obviously do.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I'll look into it.
Now my daughter's mad because I started getting hyped up.
All right, chat, what do you think? Actually, is Ben Davis still the commentary guy for APFC?
Who?
Ben Davis? Does he still do the
that's my boy.
Yeah, I know Ben. Okay. Yeah, all right. All right, I'm going to try to work it out on Sunday for sure.
Ben's going to be the one. You should have listened to Ben during the last fight. They said, he goes, I put that guy unconscious, right? Dude took 5.5 minutes to get back up, to wake up. 5.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes. And Ben goes, Scrappy Doo is snoozing. Oh, yeah, baby.
Fucking Ben's the man. I love that kid, man.
Fucking Big Pop over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
so I
shit.
let that talk his shit, baby.
I'm watching regardless.
Yeah, talking his shit.
And I let me ask the chat. Do you guys want me to react to it? Let me know in the chat, and we'll run it for sure, man. But I'm watching 100%. I'm definitely gonna watch you compete now.
I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now. If you really want to see a performance, watch this. I have my own official walkout song now.
Okay.
This rapper, shout out. Actually, if I could shout something out for the chat.
Yeah.
Guys, go stream my new walkout official song. It's called History by Nev, Nevv, History. This song was written and produced and just released by him and his record label literally this previous Thursday for me. This is my walkout song. The lyrics are based off of me and my life. And this is the song that I come out to now.
Okay.
And it's all about legacy and it's all about history, right? And at the end of the day, this is so much bigger than myself. I'm creating history and I'm creating a legacy for my daughter now at this point, right? This is so that when she gets older, it all comes full circle for her, you know? She gets to live a good, fruitful life because of her father's work.
That's awesome,
and
dude.
I hope whoever's watching this right now and whoever's tuned in, that if I can give a slither of hope for any of you guys out there that are struggling with whatever it is that you're passionate about or feeling doubt sink in a little bit, remember that the worst feeling in the world is not chasing something and it failing because you never chased it versus chasing something and it failed, right? So go out there and chase your fucking dreams. Don't worry about what everybody else has to say. Everyone's got a fucking mouth and everybody loves to talk, but no one ever wants to put the action and the work ethic behind it. So if you got something out there that's a dream of yours, I don't care if it's fucking arts and crafts, I don't give a fuck if it's cars. I don't give a fuck what it is. Go out there and chase that shit, because the worst feeling in the world is regret. You're going to get older one day. You're going to regret the decisions you made because you were afraid of the reaction of others. and those other people don't fucking pay your bills, so fuck them. Go out there and chase the dream.
Hell yeah, man. Well said. Well said. Dude, This is a whole different human being I'm talking to. I like it. I like it. Matt, listen, we're going to be tuning in for sure. We're going to be supporting you the rest of the way. Can't wait to see what's next for Matt Bilella. I'm not going to say the horror because we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what's going on with you. But the hitman, whatever the hell. But yeah, thank you for coming on. And it was good catching up with you, boy.
Absolutely, man. God bless you, bro. God bless you and your family, brother. I'm glad that everything's working out. And you know what? It's cool, bro. It's cool to see full circle, 2,000 subscribers to 140,000 and counting. I'll be a guest consistently with you again. We'll start talking and start getting things, but I'm excited for the next chapter. 250,000, 500,000, and then 1 million. All the way to the top, baby.
I love it. There it is. Matt Bilella live on the MMA Holes.
Later, brother.
Let's do it. Take it easy, man.
Later.
There he is. Look at that. I'm telling you, man. What did I call him? I was going to say bro, and I said boy. I said I called him boy by accident. I'm like, oh, good talking to you, boy. You can tell I'm rusty with interviews. Anyway, I love talking to him, man. That is a blast from the freaking past. Blast from the past, dude. I call him boy. I'm like Kratos. Good job, boy. Just Smokey, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. It looks like you re-upped the membership. I thank you so much. We got a bunch of stuff to get to. If you just jump it in, we had Matt Bilella on. Run it back because this guy brought us Jon Bones Jones. He was the guy that brought us Bones Jones to the show. He trains out of Jackson Wink. And we want Steve Garcia on. Josh Hokit. Stick around. Stick around. Maybe I'll start doing interviews again. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. But if for those of you that didn't see the origin story of Matt Bilella, I ran into him at McGregor Mayweather. He had an Irish accent, and it was fucking crazy. I'll play it again for you guys here. Hold on a second. All right, maybe I should hit the right buttons. Boy. Maybe that'll be his nickname. All right, here we go.
Hold up.
Look at him. He's a baby there.
You know me?
Hold up, we them boys.
Oh, who is this guy? Oh,
that's Jon Jones.
A second.
We
Hold on.
Noise. Hold up.
John, hold on. Can you put him on the ear? Give him an earpiece.
What's up, buddy?
All right, John, listen. Listen to me. John,
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Chris from the MMA Holes. Okay, now, there is a lot of Daniel Cormier fans here, including myself.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. Look at him. Dude, it's crazy. He was dorming in Jackson Wink, and he was just pulling people in. Man, the good old days. But yeah, dude, it's a crazy story, man. He's a wild. He's only 30, right? Like if you think about this roller coaster ride and what happened 9 years ago, or whatever. And he had this 3-fight win streak in the Amis, about to go pro, and then all of a sudden the injuries and everything just got in the way with the surgeries and whatever. He jumps back in 2025. And then there's the no contest. He finishes his opponent. There's no contest. He wanted to put in an appeal for it. Apparently that didn't work out. And then gets his first official pro win in March of this year, where he gets the knockout in round 1. So this guy over here is going to try to stay as active as possible. And I tell you what, he's got the right team behind him. He's got definitely the personality. And he gets a couple more wins as a pro. I mean, it's very realistic that you can find him in the Contender Series in the near future.
2 years a member, 2 years lurk, 4 years total, but I'm still a newbie Lowell.
Yes, you are a newbie. You didn't know who Matt the Horror Fitzpatrick was. By the way, Ann, you got to remember, J-Beers, 10 years, man. 10 years. There's a lot you missed out on. So you're going to be a newbie for a little while. Ann, do you remember Matt? I'm curious. Does Ann H? I'm trying to think of. There's probably not many people in this chat that remember him from back in the day, but it was so funny. The accent actually came back. Jess, you should have came on and talked to him. He was. I don't know. He's cool, man. He's not the same guy as he was before. You think he's mentally ill, man? Do you guys in the chat that? Jess is not. So. Dude, back in the day, he was crazy, man. Like he was just trying to, make a name for himself. So he would be like, he was a wild man back in the day, like an absolute wild man. Now he's kind of dialed it in. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna talk about Dean Thomas now. Okay. Big Dean Thomas. Who heard about the Dean Thomas situation? Let me know in the chat with a WW. He looks much older now. Yeah, he's not a kid anymore. Matt Cinderella Bilella. I like it. He's more mellow. Yeah, he's cool, man. Like, we've kept in contact a little bit on IG. I was shocked when he was fighting again. I was absolutely shocked by that because I thought that was just a shtick. He was just going to leave. He's still doing it, man. He's chasing it. I love it. When did RX first show up here? Could you hear him then? I think RX might have been around because RX has been around for a long time. Didn't mean no disrespect, Thomas. All right, let me know. In the chat, okay, I have a poll. Okay. And are you a supporter of Din Thomas? Okay. 17% say yes. 56% say no. And 27% say. Who the fuck is that guy? So it seems like there's a very little percentage of the audience that is just like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy. I will say this. This is the short version of this rabbit hole that we're going to dive down. He's not a good dude. Like, from what we have learned and the fact that Jillian Robertson is refusing to talk to this guy, the fact that he retires and now all of a sudden he's going to coach, he's going to be in the corner for Sean Brady. I thought you retired. Something is seriously wrong with this guy, and how he's responding to the questions, his apology, his initial statements, like everything that this guy is saying is just showing that this guy's a piece of shit, man. There's something is not cool with this dude. Some people are going to bat for him, that people that do know him. But listen, maybe he's cool to some. Maybe if you're in his circle, like, he's just that, maybe he's a wise guy. He speaks his mind, but he's kind of a dickhead. Maybe it's that. But as a good human being, not really getting that vibe. So if you live under a rock, let me just play this really quick so you can kind of have some context.
I would continue to do tonight.
Wow.
Yes.
You're doing the Matt Serra.
I'm doing the Matt Serra. I am no longer cornering fighters.
Can we not decide this the night of? Maybe you need time to sit on this?
I've been sitting on that, and I'm telling you now that that's what I'm doing.
That's breaking news.
Why?
So he's saying how he retired. I'm doing it. I'm retiring, right?
It's just, I told myself that I would do this with her. I would see her journey out and take her as far as I think she can go. And this might be as far as she can go.
But Dean, you have so many great fighters that you work with. Like you're gonna still work with them, but it's not.
I'm the host of Deep Waters now.
That's true. That's true. You are big time.
You know what I enjoy about you in the corner, though? You talk different in the corner.
I talk different.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm a thug too.
Yeah, the gangster comes out.
We get the polished up version of it.
At least he got to promote Big Waters.
Here. Yeah. Well, Dean, you've been an amazing coach. If this really is the end of your coaching journey, and
I'll still work with guys. It's just
you just don't want to go down there and do all that.
So I'll still work with guys, but I'm retired. Just don't want to go down that road. He is coaching Sean Brady. He's going to be in his corner.
Okay, that's fair to me.
What is it about the cornering that is the one thing that you don't want?
Stress.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of work. You got to be there all week. And again, like I've been slowly telling you, like I don't cut weight with them, and it's not fair to them. They need somebody who's going to really.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds great. So a massive backlash. I didn't help since I put out the tweet that went viral, and it's still getting traction. That tweet. I did not help, and it forced Dean Thomas to apologize. A lot of people were saying stuff about it. Here's an update here. Let me see if I can get the apology for you guys, just to kind of get you guys all caught up to those that don't know what's going on here. Alrighty.
You're dealing with the same insecurities, the same highs and lows.
But it's just not the corner, it's everything leading up.
Everything leading up to it. Everything leading up to it. You have to deal with all that stuff. And it's an emotional roller coaster. And I've been very vocal about this, that it's not my favorite thing to do. I've tried to quit time and time before. I thought when Tyron Woodley got knocked out by Jake Paul, I was like, yo, it's my last time doing this.
I remember you.
Yeah, my last time doing this. I'm not doing this no more. But I took on Jillian. And I have to say, Saturday night was the most inappropriate time for me to bring up the fact that I did not want to corner again. It was completely irresponsible. It was despicable. I shouldn't have done it. I should have waited till maybe even today. I should have waited till a different time than take away her moment. Now, this is a young lady that I've worked with for her entire career. The last 7 years, it's just been me and her working endlessly, just together, traveling,
That's what
working
everybody
together.
back home doesn't see.
Right.
They know.
Yeah. They don't understand it. We've been working endlessly, time and time again together. And I remember her coming to me crying, I just would like to win 2 in a row, 3 in a row. And she went on this amazing run. She's broken records. And
now, as he's doing this apology, you could see on the bottom of the screen, Monster Energy, Deep Waters, fueled by Monster Energy. As this emotional apology is happening right over here where these guys pretend they give a shit. And like, Dean, don't say the wrong thing, please. It is like they're monetizing all this nonsense off of Jillian Robertson. Like, this is like, okay, we can cash in on this thing. Dean, just say the right things. Just say the right things. Make sure you apologize. Just apologize, Dean. By the way, Jillian Robertson did not accept the apology. In fact, they're not talking anymore. Jillian Robertson said, no, thank you. I'm good. This is Jillian Robertson beforehand. How much she loved Dean Thomas.
What has Dean Thomas done? How has he helped you throughout your mixed martial arts journey? And what would it mean to bring the belt back to him?
So Dean Thomas is the reason that I am the fighter that I am today. Since I was 16 years old, he's been working with me and molding my game into what it is. And
stop. Did Dean Thomas get in there? Let me know in the chat. Was Dean Thomas smashing? Maybe now they're not smashing anymore? What's going on here? I mean, she's glowing about, well, she's not glowing in this. Let me put a better picture of her. All right, that's sort of 100% PR ass saving. I'm still a Jillian simp. Dude's a monster dabs. He only gives a fuck when it makes him look good. Somehow then when they win. If they lose, he's quit. Yeah, dude, it's like, man. He showed his true colors the last couple of weeks. He showed his true colors. Saying he's retiring. Now he's not retiring. He's going to be in the corner of Sean Brady. And when he loses, what's he going to do? Get on the mic and be like, he sucks. I'm not going to coach him anymore. I think he might have been smashing Jillian. I think they might have been smashing or something. Something's a little weird. Ma, should I drink? No, you're not of age. I don't think you should. Anyway, regardless, a bunch of people coming out and talking about Din Thomas. People that know Din personally, okay, either coming to his defense or whatever. Here's Brendan Schaub. Let's see what he has to say.
And I don't know a single person that's not rooting for Gillian to have success now. He did her the...
Did he just say Gillian?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Gillian couldn't pay for this marketing. And I don't know...
Is he fucking with us? Gillian? Give me a second.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Stay hydrated. Gillian? We're at that stage right now. He's like, oh, Chael mispronounces names. Jesse from Mexican martial arts mispronounces names. I'm going to do the same? Gillian?
Gillian couldn't pay for this marketing. And I don't know a single person that's not rooting for Gillian to have success now. He did her the biggest favor. You found out his true feelings. He's not on your team. You thought he had your back for 15 years. He did not. He thinks you've reached your max potential. You can't do better. Cool. Made it very easy to, and usually it's a nightmare to untangle that and go to a new team. There's drama when you have these conversations. He did you solid. You don't have to do any of that now. There's multiple coaches reaching out that want to work with you. The fan base is behind you. We're all rooting for you. Now you're a legit star. Even though you lost that fight, we're all rooting for you. Now it's on you to put the work in and get with the right team. Don't rush into something. Get with the right team. We can trash Din all we want. You can say how mad he is, scumbag, whatever. Take personal shots. I see all these people come after Din. He actually did her...
Din, not Dean.
The most solid. You couldn't pay for this type of marketing. I don't know a single person that knows the fight game and cares about the fight game who's not rooting for Gillian now. She's the underdog. She's our Rudy, and she has red hair. She's a red hair Rudy. And oh
my God, the amount of retardation that was just thrown at me in the last minute and 7 seconds. We're just never going to get that back. So let's move on. Let's hear what Anick and Florian have to say about this. How I don't understand. And like I said, I've met Shab. I've been very hard on Shab, and then I met him and actually really enjoyed his company. He was actually a very nice guy. He was actually kind of funny in person. I got to stop. I mean, I'm blocked on X. It's just when people click things and clip it, I have no choice but to see it. Like I just put Din Thomas in there, Shab's there, someone else clipped it. I got to see. I can't even bookmark a Shab tweet. Now, he didn't block me on Instagram yet. I'm blocked on X. We're supposedly okay. He seemed very nice in person, but he's definitely retarded.
Saying nothing of Dean Thomas taking shine away from Mackenzie Dern, the champion, right? Taking shine away from his longtime fighter, Jillian Robertson. There was
I thought it was Gillian.
Lack of coaching, and he seemed aloof, almost looking off, and it's hard for me as his friend and colleague to sort of come on and say these words, but I'm not worried about the relative awkwardness the next time I see him. This is nothing I wouldn't say to his face. I was stunned to see how not present he was in her corner, and I told you how amped up I get for these title fights. And
it is weird that John Anick is actually saying this. Like, you're the voice of the octagon now, and it's good that these guys are allowed to have their opinions. It just feels like it's a weird look to pile up on a broadcast partner, right? Like, they're all on the same team here at the end of the day. They're all working for the big machine, and to kind of divide, like, it's almost like John is so afraid that he's going to catch pushback by the lynch mob that I started.
Wonderful.
Call me Karen, mystical Karen Moss. It is weird. I guess he's getting pushed in a direction where he's like, I got to say the right thing.
I didn't think emotionally he was even as fired up as I was.
Yeah, the way it came
the fact that he's saying he wasn't a good cornerman. I could understand him like going after him on the broadcast team and stuff like that. That's you don't say something like that, blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. But he's criticizing his cornering work? Damn, John Anick is going after this guy's advice in the corner. John Anick is just taking away. He's removing the fact that he's a company shill and he's got to read Modelo and Bud Light sponsorships or whatever. Some say he does commentary, but he does a lot of ad reads.
Wonderful.
It's his job. I mean, I can't criticize it. But now being a fan and just basically saying, hey, Dean was doing shit work, corner work. It's interesting.
Off, it seemed like it really was about Dean. And I think that you have to put your fighter first and also think about, like, all right, who's taking accountability here? As a coach, take some accountability, give some credit where it's due. Her opponent is pretty freaking good. And, you know,
I don't know about that.
They're
both terrible.
The mistakes, and if you have something that may be hard for Jillian to hear, say it to her. Don't say it to the public because it came off really, really badly, and it was a little bit much. It was in bad taste, and hopefully, you know, Dean's going to learn from this, and hopefully he can rectify whatever may have been injured in that process with Jillian.
It does seem, and I see in the chat, if you go back and watch the quarter work, it was atrocious, absolutely zero information given to, I get it. Do something, or she was saying, like, wake up. It's just like, all right, we all could say that. Give her some advice. I don't know, constructive criticism. Give her something. So, yeah, I totally agree with what he's saying. I agree with what you're saying. It's just interesting that, you know, he's getting this type of criticism from a guy that works with him. So anyway, Dean Thomas giving terrible advice to Jillian Robertson. Why do you think he's doing this? Do you think they had a little spat? Do you think, like, leading up to this fight, something happened? Do you think she wasn't putting out for him? Do you, like, what was happening? Is there something to the story we don't know? Oh, I started all of this, Iron Sack. I started it all. You go look at that tweet; it's still getting reposts, and people are still finding out about it. I shed the light on the subject on X. Gained all these followers. I'm the biggest thing on X right now. It's crazy. At the MMA Holes, go give me a follow. Anyway, yeah, Yeah, what do you guys think? Like, what's the rest of this story? Why is Jillian not talking to him? Right? That's the interesting part of this. And I'm going to try to get to Jillian's comments. Here's Ariel talking about it. I'm sure.
What I missed, which I think is notable.
Wait, my head's so big? J Beers. Hold on a second. Hold on, J Beers. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second here. My head's so big? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Moss's head is so big. Interesting. Huh. My head is so big. Give me a second here real quick. Let me see how big my head is. Okay. Moss's head is so big. Okay, let's see. The MMA Holes, you made it on MMA Zone. Fucking awesome. Oh, that's from J Beers. By the way, I don't even fucking watch MMA Zone like that. I'm bigger than MMA Zone. Why should I even be excited about that, J Beers? Like, MMA Holes and MMA Zone? I mean, come on. What are we talking about? Why do you think my head's so big? Because you make it big. You think because you could jump in my chat and criticize me on my own show, but then lick my scrotum in the DMs?
Gonna be bad, my nigga.
Is that later in that Deep Waters show, someone asked us about this, or at least mentioned it in the super chat yesterday. Later in that show, about 90 minutes in, almost exactly 90 minutes in, they start talking about Gabriel Bonfim versus Sean Brady. Sean Brady, another fighter that he coaches and corners as well. And Dean, on the show, says to Masvidal, Poirier, and Weidman, they're like, oh yeah, you're not going to corner him, right? He's like, no, I'm going to corner him. And then they're like, what? We were just trying to like defend you and now you're saying you're going to corner him. Didn't you just retire from cornering? And then he makes a joke about Cash App and Let's See and all that. But initially it seems like he's being very serious that he's going to corner Sean Brady.
Now I hate being responsible for all this. Like, I like the spotlight. I like being the king of the dragons, flying around on my scaly friend as it just flames everyone in the way. I like that. But what I don't like is being in charge of the lynch mob. Like, I feel like they should be messaging me and be like, hey, should we keep this going? I started this. Maybe I should put a stop to this. Look what I done. Everyone's talking about it now. I should have just kept my mouth shut, not tweeted anything.
Which then, like, you can see.
I personally took down Dean Thomas. I personally made him apologize. I personally made everyone else's content the king of the dragons. The king of the dragons.
See their collective heads explode. My head is exploding looking at this. Like, wait a second. You just said you're done. You said you want nothing to do with this anymore. She's gone as far as you can take her. You think she can go. You're done with it. You just want to focus on the media stuff and all that. But you're going to corner Sean Brady in November. What is that? Now it just feels personal against Jillian, who you've been with for 15 years.
Listen, let me get to the bottom of this. Jillian, I need you to not respond to Dean Thomas. What I need you to do is come on the MMA Holes and talk about if Dean Thomas was inappropriate with you when you were 15, 16 years of age in the gym. Let's find out the real story here. Did you stop putting out? What happened here? When Dean Thomas was grooming you in the gym, when you were underage, and he cornered you from the very, very beginning, then all of a sudden, you are in a relationship, you're fighting in the fight of your life, and he decides to check out and not give you any valuable information as a cornerman? We need to find out what is going on with Dean Thomas. What's the real story with this guy? He's a demon. He's an absolute demon of the sport. And I'm going to uncover and peel apart the layers and figure out what's going on with this creature, this former UFC fighter who is slithering in on all these fighters' corners and ruining their careers and lives. Well, I'm going to find out. I'm going to get to the bottom of all this with my monocle covering my eye. I'm going to figure out what the hell's going on.
As coach, trainer, cornerman, and fighter.
The Devil Thomas.
Very bizarre. So go check that out for yourself. But I thought that was weird, and also
He's a freaking asshole, Ariel, just like you. All right, let's move on. Tyron Woodley comes to his defense. I'll play that in a second, but let's get more on the Dean bashing. Now, listen, Hector Lombard is a guy. He is the only fighter that in the 10 years of doing this that I was afraid to walk up to. Now, I have mutual friends of Hector Lombard. People that love this guy say he's a sweet human being. I'm telling you right now, I did a live stream at Triton Fights. I was walking around the crowd with my little cell phone in my hand, causing a ruckus. Jesse was with me, talking to people, drinking my Tiger Life energy drink, and I saw across the way Hector Lombard, and I said to the chat, I'm like, chat, do I go over to Hector? And they're like, yeah, you got to go over. I didn't do it. I've gone in all these fighters' faces. I've even gone face-to-face with Brendan Schaub, with Luke Thomas, guys that are like quadruple the size of me. But for some reason, when I saw Hector Lombard, I couldn't even go up to him. I was like, this guy looks fucking scary as all hell. He's not even a big guy, like height-wise, but he's intimidating. There's something about Hector Lombard that now I'll go up to him. But back then, I was scared, man. I was like, I can't do it, man. The only fighter ever that I was like, I don't know what it is. I could go up to any of these fighters, say whatever. For some reason, I can't say it to Hector Lombard. I don't know what it is. Here's Hector Lombard weighing in on Dean Thomas with the shittiest of AI. Just try to get past that, okay? By the way, J Beers, thank you for the 2 months as a membership. Thank you so much. 24 months as a double champ. Thank you.
I told you that your day was going to come. You fake fuck.
Oh.
You are such a fake guy, bro. I told you in your face, by the way. You know. Remember what happened between me and you?
Oh.
And you don't tell nobody. But yeah, you talk a lot of trash about me behind my back. I know. Everywhere you went, you talk a lot of trash about me. But truth always come out.
Yep. Tell us.
Truth always come out.
Yeah, tell him, Hector.
And you expose yourself.
You expose yourself.
That you are a fake fuck.
Dean Thomas is a fake fuck. And you're hearing it from the Lombard's mouth.
You are such a fake motherfucker.
Fake motherfucker.
You fake.
See? I'm not the only one saying this about Dean Thomas, man. I'm not the only one saying this.
I told you, by the way, I told you that you are fake. And I said your ass.
I said your ass, man.
Remember? The conversation that we had.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
And I told you.
I don't. Yeah.
And I saved your ass from a hole. But you a creepy. You a creepo guy.
He is creepy. See how he's saying, you creepo, you creepy? Dude, I'm not making shit up. For all of you, well, there's not many of you anymore, but anyone that defends Dean Thomas, dude, he might be a pedo. Like I'm saying might be. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying he is. I'm not making any allegations. I'm saying he may touch kids.
Creepy. You creepy.
Pedo Thomas.
And everywhere you went, because you couldn't take it, because you cannot handle the truth, everywhere you went, you talk bad about me. But now you expose yourself that you are a fake fuck.
Call him a pedo.
Jillian, that girl loves you, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
And
she loves him, all right. Well, loved.
What you did to her. She put all her trust, all her career in you.
What'd you do?
But like I said, guys, you can never put your trust in fake people.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna leave you empty. And he did it.
Whoever edited this for him, he needs to fire. Maybe he did it himself.
You did it to Gillian. Then you did it to Gillian. Then you did it to Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
You have done it to everybody.
Everybody.
You have done it to everybody.
Everybody.
You are a fake motherfucker. You are an imposter.
Yes. Preach.
Once again, I'm not sure if most people here in America understand what imposter is, but in Australia, when you've been called an imposter,
Is he speaking Australian?
they know. And Dean Thomas, you are an imposter. You was a good fighter, but as a human being, you are an imposter.
You are an imposter. You hear that? I'm not the only one saying this. I'm just the guy that put out the tweet. And then all of a sudden, everyone came out and started speaking on the situation, talking about Dean Thomas. This is why you got to repost. When I'm on X and I put some fire out, you got to repost it. You got to help out. Because then we get gems like this. You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful.
We get more of this. Imposter.
You are a fake motherfucker.
You're a fake motherfucker. Look, he's looking at the camera the whole time. He's staring. He's like, I don't care who's watching. I don't care how many clicks or views. I'm talking to you, Dean. Dead eyes, Dean. I'm talking to you. Scum of the earth. This guy. I'm talking to you, Dean Thomas. I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah. But officers, those guns are not necessary.
Dean.
I threw my ID on the floor and was like, bam! Woo! Oh, yeah. But officers, those guns are not necessary.
Look at this piece of shit in a dress on stage. Look at him. Look at this guy. Guy trying to act like Brendan Schaub over here, doing a little dance. By the way, at the end, he sounded like Felony Charles Bennett. If I was Felony, I'd sue him. If I was Felony Charles Bennett, he's trying to talk like Felony Charles. Felony, you need to contact your lawyers. Not like Felony would wear a dress or anything like that. But I'm saying at the very end, listen to, it sounds like Felony a little bit.
But officers, those guns are not necessary.
But officers, those guys, that sounds just like Felony Charles Bennett. So he's even stealing the way the greatest MMA fighter of all time, Felony Charles Bennett, talks. But dresses in drag to do it. I don't know what the connection is there. The guy is such a narcissist. I agree, man. This dude thinks he's something he's not. We all know, Dean Thomas, what's going on. We all know. You are a piece of fucking shit. He'll be cornering Natalia Silva. What did Guru say?
And it's an emotional roller coaster. And I've been very vocal about this, that it's not my favorite thing to do. I've tried to quit time and time before. I thought when Tyron Woodley got knocked out by Jake Paul, I was like, yo, it's my last time doing this.
And Woodley's fucking defending him like that's my ride or die. Dude, Woodley's literally defending him on Instagram DMs.
It's funny you say that because, yeah, I do have Woodley defending him. Look at this fucking knucklehead.
Yesterday, and not to get this, I don't want to get into that because I feel like, you know, I had to catch myself because everybody free to say what they want to.
Now, let me just say this. The trolling for Tyron Woodley is the funniest shit ever. If you scroll through X, okay, and you find some Tyron Woodley stuff, there are people out there that have a video of Tyron Woodley between this fat broad's legs, eating her out, munching down on the cooch. Every single time, I don't even want to scroll underneath this video. I don't want to do it because I know buried in the replies is Tyron's face buried in this big bitch's twat. Like, and I'm talking big girl, man. The internet is undefeated. Tyron, you need to crawl under a rock. I don't know. How does that video even get leaked? Listen, if that's your thing, that's fine. But he's just chowing down on that thing like he's at the buffet.
So that's the one thing that we have in the U.S. is freedom of speech. We can all deem that he did this in the wrong time and that he took her moment. Like, what moment did she have at that moment? She competed well. She went on a crazy run. She could go back.
I see in the chat. Where is it? I see it in the chat. Let me see if I can find it. can't find it. Hold up. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. I found it. I see it in the chat. I know what you want. Get on my goddamn nerves, but you got them juicy ass curves.
And I kicked her ass to the curb, but that puppy dog face so perfect. Ooh, falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Got me acting crazy, you know I love you. Don't believe I'm.
What moment did she have at that moment? She competed well. She went on a crazy run. She could go back into the, you know what I mean, gym and work on some things, but I didn't think that her losing to Mackenzie was anything like that she should look down upon. The girl is just strong. She's a great striker. She's a great jiu-jitsu player. I feel like she got in there with her and did her best. I feel like if she now know what it feels like to be in there, she can come back and do better. But also so can Mackenzie. And we never know how that things. That's the good thing about MMA. You never know.
God, he's so boring.
I thought when Tyron Woodley got knocked.
And Woodley's fucking defending him like that's my ride or die. Dude, Woodley's literally defending him on Instagram DMs to Strickland saying, but you a habitual line crosser. I'm ride or die about him. And after you got slammed out by Jake Paul, Dean went, I ain't fucking doing I ain't fucking doing this anymore. He's probably cringing in the corner while Woodley's doing a Dude Wipes commercial. Face down, palms up against Jake Paul. And Dean Thomas immediately just like, oh, dude. When he got KO'd by Jake Paul, I'm out. I ain't never doing this again.
And before.
Okay.
Called to have to criticize our friends and colleagues, but I sort of felt as though, Dean Thomas, retired even mid-fight with Gillian Robertson. There was really no coaching going on between rounds 4 and 5. It was really deflating and disappointing, and I feel really bad for Gillian.
Yeah, I think that's I think he's going to go back and look at what he did, and he's going to feel bad about it. And I would think he's going to apologize.
He apologized because he was forced to. Wasn't sincere. He doesn't feel bad.
At some point,
yes.
That's your girl since you know her since you're 15. You should be hugging her after the fight and consoling her instead of. I think what he did is going to make her feel rotten. I don't get it. That's
a real cornerman right there. That's the Paisan, Ray Longo.
People sent me the clip.
Asked
me what I thought about it. Asked me what I thought about it, but it's kind of hard to
Your phone was blown up? That's because you responded to my epic tweet.
defend. I like Dean, but I think he just kind of made it about himself, which is never good. You know,
that's what he did. He made it about himself. It's not even like I don't even give a shit what he said. Like he just made it about him. He took whatever the fuck was going on with Jillian and the shitty performance and his shitty cornering, and he's just like, it's all about me, baby. Well, we're retiring. Tune into Deep Waters on Monday.
I mean, like, why would you even have to say that on live TV? You know what I mean? Or whatever it was.
Right.
Save that for next week or a week after. And
yeah,
that I think was the bad look. I mean,
you guys ready for Matt the Horror Bilella to get his next win? If you missed the interview, you got to run back to the beginning of the stream. Matt Bilella was on. Great insight. Jackson winked the whole deal.
It's your girl. How'd you prepare for the fight? You know, how'd you think you were going to win that fight? Like, talk about the fight. Like, you know, oh, Mackenzie was better here. We thought we could get it there. This is what we trained for. But, I'd have to think about it, but it didn't come across. It came across pretty.
Was Kenny Florian crying? Hold up. Was he crying? I think he was crying. Well, watch this. Check this out. The fuck? What?
We could get it there. This is what we trained for, but I'd have to think about it, but it didn't come across.
He's crying. Look at this. This is how serious this is. Dean Thomas made Kenny Florian cry. Dude, this is something's got to be done. What do you guys think? Electric chair? What do you think they should do with Dean Thomas and Gillian Robertson? What do we do? Do they have him walk like in Game of Thrones, naked through the streets, throwing tomatoes and rotten vegetables and fruit at them, and go shame, ding 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 ding, shame?
Yeah, it came across pretty bad, I think, for most people too. Because I'm telling you, out of the whole night, I got more texts and tweets, not tweets, but more texts about that.
Texts
than anything.
Yeah, I have a lot of opinions about it. We'll get Kenny's, but real quick, Ray, in the final 30 seconds. So Dean Thomas said to Laura Sanko before this fight, every time I hear John Anick bring up that a guy has a new strength and conditioning coach, I say to myself, this guy's cooked. Clearly, Dean and Jillian don't believe in...
You know what's funny? As bad as Jillian looked, the funniest part is at the end when she was beating the shit out of Mackenzie Dern with like 10 seconds left. That was the funniest part of the fight. It's like you lay an egg, you're a deer in headlights for about 4 solid rounds, and then all of a sudden, in the last 10 seconds, you're just going to wake up and beat the shit out of her. Like, that made it funnier, I think. That was pretty funny. Anyway, so Jillian has not responded, has not responded to anything that, here's let's see. Holy cow, everyone's trying to find Jillian's. All right, let's go to Matt Brown.
Bittersweet moment too, right? Where maybe he said to himself, because the other option or the other way to look at other side of the token is maybe.
Did he just call him the token? Should I keep playing this? He called Dean Thomas a token. Like, I don't know if we should keep going with this. I feel like that's a little inappropriate, no? Right? Should we move? All right, let's move on.
On March 5th, it puts me right back in line to get my title shot.
I still want to do that Dean Diaries with you.
Hey, man.
Look, he even makes it about himself with an old Colby Covington situation. Look at this guy. Even back in the day, this guy was making it about himself.
Jorge Masvidal on March 5th, it puts me right back in line to get my title shot.
I still want to do that Dean Diaries with you.
I still want to do that Dean Diaries with you. And he laughs, and he has a little stupid smile on his face. It's like, let me promote something real quick in the middle of this interview. Like, just a fucking shithead.
Hey, man, if you weren't busy, talking shit, saying I wasn't about that life in the media, I'd be down. But Dan, you're nothing more than Tyron Woodley's water boy. So for you to talk shit about me in the media is it's criminal.
I know. Wow.
He's not pulling any punches.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of chaos.
Yeah.
Hey,
Look at that. There you go. All right. Let's look at the other stuff that's going on here. Let me know your final thoughts on the Demon Thomas. Demon Thomas. Let me know. Just disgusting human being that he is. BJJ. One of the kids in my kid's BJJ class broke his nose. He's 3. Smashed his nose at BJJ class. Dangerous sport, guys. Dangerous. You got to be careful. I guess that's going on now? Okay. Kelvin Gastelum blasted Dean Thomas, too. He went on him as well. He went in. Sean Strickland went in on him. So I really stirred the pot. We got fights this weekend, too. We'll take a glance at that card as well. I got investment in the main events. Eddie Hearn. I'm kind of over Eddie, man. Let's see. Sean Strickland spray paints his friend's car. Jew.
Weren't you expelled from school for doing something like this?
No way. Oh my
That's
God.
not a Star of David.
There we go. There's one more.
Oh my God. What did he say? Jew something? He spray painted. Oh my God. What? Hold on. It says Jew something. Oh my God, dude.
This.
Oh, by the way, I didn't give Smokey his. I'm sorry, I didn't give you your top dog, for God's sakes. I was slacking. Gotta get Smokey the top dog status over here. Here you go, Smokey. Thank you for being patient. We're only an hour and 45 minutes late to the top dog. No big deal. There you go. Smokey's up in the lights. Top dog, baby. My bad, Smokey. That's why I don't do interviews anymore, man. Throws me off.
That's not a Star of David.
There we go. There's one more. Dude, this is the fucking one, dude. I feel it.
He likes
oh, man. I had a beautiful automobile for...
You're the Jew racer, dude. Like speed racer.
Jew racer.
Thank you.
Wow, Jew racer. It's nice. I had, you want to hear a funny story? So my kid, my daughter is trying to do like a jewelry stand. And do you guys know where I'm going with this? She's making like bracelets and stuff like that. She's got a whole bunch of bracelets that she wants to sell to the neighbors and start her own little baby business. And she's like, Daddy, can you make me a sign? So I grabbed the spray paint. I'm like, all right, let me whip something up quickly. And on one side, I started writing jewelry, and I just wrote Jew, right? And I was like, oh shit, I ran out of room. Let me do it right on the other side. And I put jewelry and this and that. So we put the sign up, and she's out there with her little stand and this and that. A couple days pass, the signs flipped over. I was spray painting something else, and I had the Jew sign up. And Jessie walks into the garage, and she's like, why is there a sign that says Jew in the garage? Why do you have a sign that just says Jew in the garage? What's that about? I'm like, don't worry about it. That's for J-Beers. Let's move on. Is Carlos Prates smoking? Carlos is bringing cancer back. He's bringing cancer back to the UFC like that. He's a good role model for the kids. Maybe he'll be sponsored by Newports. Oh, Show Me the Money doesn't have Moicano and Burns anymore. I noticed they have that fat slob Tai Tuivasa.
I think Islam is a lot. I remember training him back at AKA, and I remember going home and telling all my friends, I said, this cunt's good. And they were like, nah, he's not better than Khabib. I said, bro, he can stand.
Yes.
He can fight. He can stand and fight. They all can wrestle.
Yeah.
If you can't wrestle, you're not in the crew. They're just animals. So, but I've always really thought Islam is really.
I think the gay guy beats Prates, but I think Prates versus Morales, that they got to make those two fight, man. Like, that just has to happen. That is a banger. Michael Morales, Carlos Prates, they need to duke it out for that #1 contender spot. Like, none of this other stuff. Like, I don't want to see Gary running it back with Prates. I mean, Gary versus Morales is kind of interesting. You know? Mystical Ninja, how you doing? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But I didn't even know you left. Honestly, I didn't even know you left. Yeah, I think the best fight to put together, you just got to do it. You got to bite the bullet and have the big guys that are kind of lurking in the shadows go after each other. I think that's the way to go. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the chat. Let me know. Here's a young Henry Cejudo. By the way, he's fighting Dean the Great. I'm not even going to play this. Is that Roofy? Oh, no, that's the totem pole face guy.
See, did they, like, cut you, or was your contract up?
Wait, Basharat's not in the UFC anymore?
How did that go down?
You know, I'm not going to speak about this now because it was really messy, honestly.
Oh, really?
One day I'll speak about it, but this is the first time I'm talking about it, but it was like one of the messiest things. But because my opponent missed weight. So it was my last fight in my contract.
Yep.
My opponent missed weight by 5 pounds. And then there's a couple of things that happened behind the scenes, and it was just super messy. When it happened, I didn't even know what to make of it, but it was, in a way, I didn't even care because, honestly, like, it was nothing really in my control. A lot of, like, miscommunication.
Man, his interviews are as boring as his fights. Okay, let's move on. Okay, a lot of patty stuff. So, yeah, apparently this is a done deal. Fury versus Joshua will be happening at Madison Square Garden in November. And I think they're saying it's November 20th. I think that's a Friday, which is fantastic for me. So if that's a Friday, that's a big deal. So two guys that are not American. Like, Tyson Fury's never fought in America, right? Like, so this is like, it's a huge thing, bringing Joshua and Fury to America, and not just America. They're doing it at Madison Square Garden. This is a absolutely massive event. So it is, was it November, right? November 20th. November 20th is, yeah, it's a Friday night at the Garden. I'm in. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that I am not reacting to this. I mean, I am reacting 100%. That's huge, man. That's a big deal. And Dana White at the helm throwing this thing together, where Eddie Hearn and the boys were like, that's never going to happen. It's going to be in the UK. Nope. Dana's like, hold my beer. What Dana White has done with this boxing world shit is kind of insane. It's kind of insane. It's like a bizarre level of trolling that's on another level. Here we go. Cyborg, who's fighting her last fight. I think it's Saturday, right? This Saturday? I wish it was tomorrow. Is it? When is this Cyborg thing? There's Matt Bilella. So, Tapology going paid. LFA, One Friday Fights. Did we do it? Should I go back? You guys want a little run? Wow, they got one. Oh, shit. They're showing it on Tapology now. Should I do tomorrow morning? What do you guys think? All right, so PFL is at what time? It's at 5 p.m. Damn, this shit. They're putting this shit against. By the way, speaking of PFL, look at this. Look at this shit, dude. This is how retarded the organization is, and the guy running it. Look at this. Hopefully, I bookmarked it. Where is it? 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 Oh, did I not bookmark it? Damn it. Oh, shit. It was an Ariel Helwani interview where, forget it. I don't know. I forget. I don't have it anymore. All right, forget I even mentioned it.
You versus Ronda Rousey in MVP. So is that something that could really happen?
I don't know. Do you think this side is already yes for 15 years? 15 years I say I'm in for this fight. It's another side running so fast because they want to make it happen. So... but it's okay. She is back after everything and fight Gina Carano.
Was the Fury Wilder fights in Vegas? Hold on a second. Were they in Vegas, those fights? You might be right. So wait, so it's Joshua that didn't fight in the States, right? Hold on. I probably got that wrong. How many times did shit.
It seems
Tyson Fury how many times did Tyson Fury fight in the States? You're probably right about that. That sounds right. How many times did Tyson Fury fight in the U.S.? You might be right about that. Why? Gypsy King. What the fuck, dude? Tyson Fury. Yeah, the Fury Wilder probably was in the UK. I mean, it was in Vegas. Were they all in Vegas? I can't remember. I don't know. I'll just believe you on that. So, yeah, so then it's Anthony Joshua's never fought in the States. Excuse me. I say corrected.
After 17 years retirement.
I'll tell you what, he's never fought in Madison Square Garden. But, yeah, Joshua Fury, Madison Square Garden on a Friday.
But if for sure, I think the fan.
You met Cyborg at T-Mobile in Vegas. We talked at a urinal for 3. See, she follows us on social media. She follows us. We're best friends.
Yes. I think that her idea was never make this fight happen.
What did she do to her face? What happened here? Something's different. Something is different. That's not Chris Cyborg. That is Bigfoot Silva. That is not Chris Cyborg.
She just used me for promoting herself at that time.
Is that a clone?
It's smart. But I could beat her really.
The chin looks bigger and the nose looks bigger. What's going on here? It's like if Jay Leno and Bigfoot Silva got together and had a baby.
Bad this moment now. So I'm a better fighter today than before. So I don't know. I don't know if she has all this on her. You know what I mean?
But if she says she's in, you're in.
Tyson Fury, did he fight at MSG? Steve, what's his name? Steve Cunningham? Didn't know that. Well, that's news to me. Okay. All right, so Steve Cunningham.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Or Anthony Joshua. What would be the bigger fight? I would probably go with Anthony Joshua. Just saying. So that's no big deal.
I assume.
I wear a side MES.
I like Chris Cyborg, man. It's hard for me to make fun of her. I used to have a great Chris Cyborg bit that I would do all the time. And now she's going to fight her last fight, and I can't even react to it because we'll be busy on MMAHoles.tv playing goat milk for the UFC. Rodriguez versus Hernandez, which is starting at 2 p.m. So Cyborg will be competing while we're watching this. Maybe this little event will go quickly. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. What we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6 on the main. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ouch. A 13 fighter. You got Jesus is back. The Jesus twins are fighting. Krista Padilla. Oh, Padilla, hack press is a good fight. Kennedy, he's been on the program. He hates gay people. Versus Shamil. Douglas versus Emmers. Anthony Wint. Look at this. He's on the main card. All right. He got an easy dub over there. Judas versus Chavez. A clam bash on the main card. Medeiros versus Mason Jones. That's not bad. Duckface DeRitter against the Leeds. Nice tune-up fight for RDR. Spivak versus Petrino. It's not bad for a fight night. I mean, the main event's fire. Everything else is okay. Is it at... Oh, it's at Sacramento. Wow, damn. It's at an arena? Hit the wrong button. Yeah, it's in Sacramento. Anyone going to the event? I thought it was at the Apex. It's at Sacramento. You really have to take absurd amounts of growth to that point. They definitely didn't know it grew bones that much until too late. Are you saying with Cyborg? Yeah, her face looks... Listen, she's older now, but there's no reason why her face has... Like, she's, like, permanently mogging. She's like that meme now. Like, there's something off. Even if she got, like, Botox or something, the jawline and everything, it just doesn't all add up. Everything looks a little off. And I like Cyborg. I don't want to shit on the best female fighter of all time. But yeah, she looks. She probably got Botox done, but the chin, like there's no reason why her chin is so freaking big. It just grew. Other than, you know what I'm talking about. Something's not right. Every chick in Brazil gets plastic surgery. Here's Fluffy, just a regular dork that loves to smoke his weed and punch people in the face.
This is so sick. Just like, this is like shit you dream of as a kid, you know what I mean?
I hate that he's fighting Rodriguez. I would root for him any other time. And now he's fighting Rodriguez. Oh, God, man.
I'm main eventing fucking back home. And, yeah, this is what dreams are made of, man. I'm excited to go show you guys what the fuck I can do. Don't lose.
He's going to get knocked out.
That was the biggest experience. Then you got to go all the way back. But, yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
You got to wrestle, man.
I had to make some adjustments, as simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, this fighting shit, it's not rocket science. If you fuck up, you're probably going to get fucked up. So it lays it right out for you nice and perfectly what you got to adjust and fix, you know? Unfortunately, that's how it played out last time. And
it was so weird that a couple of fights back where he won and his whole family started calling up when we opened the phone lines, which we're not doing tonight, it doesn't look like, right? Yeah, it doesn't. It looks, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I don't even want to look at that. Holy shit. Okay, no one wants to hear the phone calls. Gotcha. I hear you loud and clear. His whole family called, like cousins and aunts and uncles. They're all like calling up, be like, yeah, it's our boy Fluffy. Let's see if he can bounce back.
Went to camp there. We cleaned up a lot of shit, fixed a lot of stuff, and
he's not 50. He just looks like he's 50. You're talking RoboCop. He was on our program a while back. He's 34. You're a little off by a couple of years. I won't hold you to that.
I'm excited to go show you guys what I can do. At the end of the day, man, I take full credit for everything. I'm the one.
He looks like me with a wig?
The motherfucker, the brains behind.
Hold on a second. He looks like me? Who said that? Iron Sack? Iron Sack. Are you blind? All Spanish people don't look alike, man. Or Mexican. Like, just because we're both Mexican doesn't mean we all look alike, dude. Asshole.
The shit, and I know what I do, and I know what I do wrong. With that being said, I haven't.
No, I can't, J-Beers. So every time I set the goal, there's like, it blocks my StreamYard from letting anyone from the chat in. Like, I could let in celebrities, like Matt Bilella, but there's a block, and I can't open up the phone lines. Plus, every time I open up the phone lines, the ratings dip. So I got to monetize it just to make up for it.
Fucking amazing team that always does their homework and cleans up so much shit for me. So yeah, everything. Life was different, man. I moved away from my family for the full summer. Went to the PI, locked all the way the fuck in, jumped in with a bunch of fucking 85ers that are.
Why does he talk with his mouth like it's like the jaw is locked closed? Did you notice this with this guy? He talks like this and he doesn't open his mouth for some reason. It's like he got into a horrible car accident or something and his jaw is wired shut.
They're fucking dangerous. And,
I don't like to open my mouth when I talk.
I don't know. It was a pretty easy decision. You know
I like to talk like this. I don't know. Why don't I talk like this all the time? I can't open my mouth. Why? Why is Fluffy talk like that? Did Sean Strickland fuck up his jaw? Look, he doesn't open his mouth.
Yeah, with that being said, there's fucking sacrifices you got to make in life. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty fucking.
Why is his mouth not opening? Dude, what the hell's going on with this guy? Like,
fucking well-rounded everywhere, to be honest. And
say when he goes to the dentist, how's the dentist get in there?
This camp has just kind of shown me that I can do everything.
He's got permanent George Masvidal face, or Dustin Poirier. You ever see Poirier when he smiles? He's just like, he's like, hey, Dustin, smile for the picture. It's gonna be bad, my nigga. He just like
pretty fucking good.
I'm Fluffy Hernandez, and I just do interviews like this. I just can't for some reason I can't fucking open my mouth, and it's just I don't. My lips move, but my teeth don't. I just like to grind my fucking teeth until they. Dude, try to talk with your teeth closed. Try to do it. What is that? He's got to be high. Maybe he's so high. That's probably what it is. He might be so high right now that he thinks that his mouth is opening, but it's not. That could be it. Yeah, he's like a ventriloquist. Amazing, man. That's pretty impressive. I can't lie, man. You do it all the time, Mystical Ninja? You talk with your teeth closed? It's so tough to do. I'm not a big on talking about the fights. I'm not big about talking about the fights. Can I poop with me? Wait, can you poop with me? What kind of question is that? Of course I can. It's like, do I want to poop with you? Like, where are we pooping? Like Blumkin Joyer. Like, if you want to poop together, what are we doing? Are we doing it like a swirl? Like, are we doing it like an ice cream cone with the soft serve ice cream, and we're spinning around together, like our poops swirl together? Like, what kind of poop we doing?
And I'm excited to go.
Are we in a forest? We pooping in the woods? Off a cliff?
You guys what I can do. Yeah, I know he's very dangerous in the very early stages of the fight, and obviously.
Okay, I used to like Fluffy Hernandez, but I got to be honest with you. I don't know why he's not opening his fucking mouth, dude. What the hell?
That shit goes later. He slows down like a motherfucker. He's always dangerous, and he's always powerful, and he always can put you out. So as long as I keep my P's and Q's and
open your mouth, dude.
Straight, I think I'll be just fine.
See, now, if I'm interviewing this guy, I would have to say, all right, Fluffy, listen, you're going to have to show me you can open your mouth. You got to show me you can, like, how far open can you get that mouth? He's grinding. Yeah, he's grinding me gears, car. Like, I do that when I'm sleeping. That was me on, what? That was you on the phone that day? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, D-Rest? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's watch this guy grind his teeth some more.
I mean, I've proved it before.
How does he put food in his mouth? Does he, like a straw? Do you slide a straw through the teeth?
People down. I've eaten people's best shots and just...
There's no way you're eating anything. You can't even open your mouth.
Stick my tongue out at them and let them know that fuck you. Like, bro, this is just what I'm meant to do.
Why do some people keep their teeth together when they talk? Is that mental illness?
Keeping teeth together while talking isn't a sign of mental illness. It's often a habit, sometimes due to stress, tight jaw muscles, or how someone learns to speak. It can cause sore jaws or worn teeth, but it's not related to mental health. For medical advice or a diagnosis, consult.
Okay, so he's not retarded. Okay. I just had to get it. Shout out to Big Mo's got a job coming up, MVP. Let's go, Big Mo. Hey, the Scouser.
Cheesesteak.
I mean, cheesesteak. Can't play because it's music. I'm actually a Fluffy fan. I'm not trying to shit on Fluffy because I actually do like Hernandez. But now listening to him talk, let's see if Gregory can open his mouth. The former MMA-Hole superstar.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I just saw some old pictures with my dad, with my
damn,
mom.
he's a little stroked out. What the hell? So Fluff, he's got kind of stroke mouth. Look at his left part of his mouth is dead.
And I just remind all the
see a little bit of stroke going on here. He's got right over here. It's all kind of dead. Now that could be from getting punched in the face. He's got a little bit of stroke mouth.
The story behind everything we already leave it together. So yeah, like you said,
I have a video of this guy. He could open his mouth. I got a video of this guy on our channel. Why do I keep on hitting the wrong freaking button? And then it gets stuck here. And then I just want to shut the stream off. I have a video of Gregory Rodriguez making a championship speech fresh into the UFC. I told him, look into the camera and make your victory speech of when you hoist that gold belt. And he did it. If Rodriguez can fire his way up and become a champion, boy, oh boy, that clip is going to look nice. So Rodriguez, get the job done, buddy, by any means possible.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Are you guys having a good time tonight? I want to know in the chat because I got to admit, this show is phenomenal. Sometimes when I'm running errands, I hop in the car and I'll put the old MMA Holes on in the background, especially Tuesday and Thursday shows where we're delivering the news. in a very inappropriate, bizarre way, where we bring some sort of guest on here and there, a unique character. You got to admit, it's different and it's amazing. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
So hit the like, okay? Hit the like before it's too late. And come back and hype the stream. Hit the hype on the replay, for fuck's sake, you lazy
The I'm not big on talking about the fights quote. Tell Jbears to stop quoting me from 6 years ago.
Whoa. Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's doing, D-Rest? You want me to do something about that? D-Rest, what do you want me to do about it? You want me to take care of that? Because I have a sign in my garage that says Jew.
Young in this journey. No,
thank you for the donation. Thank you.
Through my father. Like I said that's what my father's dream, and then become my.
You can't even see the chat when you're in the car? Dude, I don't even see it when I'm live.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Dream.
Oh!
And then I make this dream become true. So, yeah, that's fantastic, and I'm excited. You know, one more fight in the UFC. I'm my second main event. Oh my man, I'm just happy. And when I saw those pictures, I
love this guy. He's such a nice dude, man.
Just realized that the moments go fast, man, and we can't lose the time. Sometimes we worry about, you know, something that don't have the value. So, and then we forgot to see and be grateful, you know, and enjoy every moment we are living right now. So I'm enjoying this because I know where I come from.
Listen, I get it. Some people just don't like Obama, right? I get it. Some people look at Mr. Rodriguez and they see Barack Obama. And they look at him, and we've said this since the early days. Early days. He was on the Contender Series, right? This dude, right? RoboCop. Let me refresh my memory. Wasn't he? I think he started on the Contender Series. Let me see how good my memory is. I'm wrong. I'm right. That was in 2020, where he lost to Jordan Williams. You know, this is how ridiculous I am. I interviewed him after this, and he told the story about losing in the Contender Series, had to work his way back up to the UFC. I literally spoke about that in the fucking interview. Now, I remembered he was in the Contender Series. I forgot that he lost. What a story. He comes back, scraps his way into the UFC, loses to Petrosian, but got a bunch of wins here. Bruno Ferreira, which is a fluke. He redeemed himself, got it back. Jared Cannonier, listen, that guy's timeless, but these days he beats Cannonier. Yeah, you got the Ferreira back where you got that knockout. RoboCop is good for the sport, but here's the problem with RoboCop. He is 34, right? So now we're getting to the stage. All right, Greg, if you really want to make this run, it starts right now. You have to beat Fluffy, which Fluffy is going to be hungry as fuck, and he is not looking to go out the way he did against Sean Strickland. Fluffy's looking to make a statement here. This is going to be, I have a feeling Fluffy's going to really go heavy on the wrestling. Rodriguez does have some decent takedown defense. He could grapple himself. This first round is going to be insane. It's a 5-rounder. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, my nigga. Man, I do truly like both these guys. Of course, I'm going to root for Greg. But if Gregory doesn't win this fight, this is gonna be a tough blow for him, man.
Super chat.
Hey, LRH. We're only 8 away. And we could actually open up phone lines. Now, I'm like saying, hey, we winding this thing down? Is that what's happening here? Can we swap wives? Bro, are you crazy? Are you crazy? I got steak at home. I'm dining on steak every night. What are you crazy? Switch for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Wonderful, wonderful.
And man, like that's one sentence. All my one friend of mine always asked me and said, Gregory, if somebody give it this opportunity to you like 10 years ago, how are you gonna be it? Say, oh man, I would be like the man, happiest man in the earth. And say, what's changed? What changed? Why are you not happy right now? And I say, that's true, man. So
he's really fire on the mic, huh? He's got me all fired up, right? Don't you feel like you're gonna run through a wall or fall asleep?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here in Sacramento, and California. I'm just flew out from Florida.
Isn't it crazy to hear this guy talk? He's all happy and nice, and then he's just annihilating people in the cage. It's like, where does everything change? Where does it change?
It's a long
Is
flight.
it when Nina Drama gives him the hand job in the back? Is that where everything changes?
Wonderful, wonderful.
But I was in the airplane, just enjoy, thankful God for all this moment I'm living right now. And I did my homework, and I know what I need to do on Saturday night.
They give fighters homework? Like math problems and what? What kind of homework they giving these guys? Science projects and shit? Like, they got to report, like, they got to write some essays or short stories? What kind of homework are they getting?
I'm ready to do what I need to do and be in the
Common Core?
Man, I'm going to enjoy it, live this moment. I know that's going to be fast.
Your dad once took 1,000 milligrams of THC. What happened after that? How old were you when that happened? Kind of explains a little bit. About as entertaining as our junkie. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, leave him alone, man. He's mentally ill. Bro's exciting as watching paint peel off a barn. Okay. My wife is a fine cut from Alaska. Your wife is a dollar store steak. Dude, I guarantee my trophy that I have sitting downstairs playing Phasmophobia. In a little thong and a skimpy shirt on right now. I guarantee right now, your wife, if she walked into the room and saw that, she might throw herself off a cliff. She would look and she'd be like, I can't compete with this. I can't compete with this.
Super chat.
She would literally launch herself off a cliff. So keep her.
The Woodley song earlier was so good, no joke.
Right? Dabs, thank you. I agree. That's from, I think it's Infinite Conscious, the person that came up with that song. I agree, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. If you hear it again, that means the show is over. Thank you, Dabs. Appreciate the donators tonight. Thank you so much. Top Dog Smokes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
I just was thinking when I went to the airplane, I say, oh my gosh, man, that I just fought but that was like a month, I don't know how many months ago.
All right, thank you. There's Prates smoking. Yeah, I'm kind of over the Prates. Oh, look, Prates is smoking again. It's like, all right, great. Like, I don't know. What am I supposed to think? When they show videos of Prates, like when Nate Diaz is smoking weed, I'm like, all right, badass. I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, pass it over here, bro. But a guy's smoking a cigarette inside, who gives a shit? Oh, what a bag. Oh, look, he's having some nicotine. Oh. Like if you see a guy drinking a beer in the crowd, right? Okay, you're killing some brain cells. You're having a good time. Smoking a little ganja. Let's go. Bumping a line off of one of the ring girls' asses? Sure. But smoking a cig? Like, what are you, a fucking 80-year-old Asian guy in the front yard doing that weird, what's that weird Asian yoga shit? What's that called? Tai Chi? Are you a fucking 80-year-old Asian doing Tai Chi? Who smokes anymore? Who smokes cigarettes?
Super chat.
Tuxedo Mask.
Prates smoking is so cool.
It's so cool, right? It's like, dude, the only people you see is if you go to the casino and you're looking at, what is it, the Baccarat table or Pai Gow? What the fuck is the Asian game where they're all smoking cigarettes? Like, I feel like only Asian people are allowed to smoke cigarettes these days. My father-in-law does. But he's not very cool, right? He's been there, done that. He's old school. Who gives a fuck about smoking cigarettes? Like, I don't understand. Oh, look, Prates. Look at him. How cool. Look how cool he is. Look at him. Oh, it's so cool, man. Oh, it's super cool, man. Yeah. Take another drag of the cigarette. That's fucking awesome, dude. Hell yeah. What are we going to do next? We're going to have a picture of him getting chemo? Hey, look how cool Prates is. He's getting chemotherapy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh my God, dude. Look at Oh shit. Is there anything else? Armin Sarukian. Amazing. Hey, Tuxedo Mask. Thank you. Thank you for the 2.
Super chat.
Prates would just spinning elbow the carcinoma.
Oh, God. I heard that Prates doesn't want to get in a relationship because of his short life expectancy. So he's just like, I'm going to stay single. I don't want to put any, I don't want to widow anyone anytime soon. Thank you, Tuxedo Masks. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Look at Carmen Sandiego is in between Cyborg, her last fight. There he is. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. All right. Here's a question, guys. Here's a question. Would you? Pick a side. You got to pick one side. Been smoking since you're a baby? Makes sense. Which side? Which side you going with? If you had to choose one side. It's last call. You're like, I'm a little frisky. I got to bring one home. Which one you going with? Which side you going with, guys? Let me show the full picture. Okay, which side you going with? Dan Hardy? Armin's only friend is a 40-year-old married woman. That is weird, right? He says he's Batman. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Armin. If I only knew how many fighters smoked, I'd be surprised. I actually know a lot of fighters, and fighters that smoke, like weed, yes, but cigarettes, no. I only know, out of all the fighters that I know, I promise I probably know a lot more fighters than you know. Smoke cigarettes, not many. I don't think I know any. I don't know any fighters that smoke cigarettes. Now, maybe they vape. Like if they do vaping and stuff like that, maybe they do stuff like that. But actual just like regular cigarettes. And listen, if you smoke cigarettes, I'm just making inappropriate jokes. I don't give a shit. Like you could smoke. You could do whatever. You could do heroin for all I care. Like I don't give a shit what any of you guys do. It's on you. Live your life, man. But I'm going to make some jokes. I wish I smoked, but it's a rich man's high. It is, dude. It's so expensive. Like anyone that smokes cigarettes now is clearly rich. If she smokes, she pokes. Felony smokes black and milds. Yeah. Those are black and milds, yeah. Ever cracked worse at... Wait, I've cracked worse. At least they have money. Okay, so which side you going with? No one even answered the question. Left or right? Which side are we going with? We gonna answer this question real quick? Cyborg is a champion. She probably puts work in the bedroom. So, all right, so you're going to go Cyborg on that one? I always said, like, there's a curiosity to Cyborg. That, like, if I was drunk enough, maybe I'd try to explore it, but I don't know. My problem is I don't know if I would be able to perform, right? That's the biggest issue. So I might have to, like tap in someone else that can get, that can get it up. Like, I don't know. Yair Rodriguez is a hoe for pulling out of the fight. Yeah, I agree. I hope they cut him. Big fan. You either keep drinking with Dan. Okay, let's move on. It's time to wind this thing down. Oh, Paddy Pimblett. Is this where he's doing the American accent?
Before it didn't bring me here was a very close fight.
No, it's not it. I got to find that. Mighty Mouse is playing... Is this Fortnite? Nah. He's playing PUBG. Okay.
Yo.
What's up, brother? I have one guy, brother, with me.
One guy with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that Khabib?
This would be my only one.
Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov jumped in PUBG. Okay. I can't because of the music. This dude's fun. He's fighting this weekend. Okay. Where's the American accent?
Yeah. The last fight before it didn't bring me here was a very close fight.
Okay, I want to hear your American accent. There's a video of him. Khabib, who cares? Leon. Here's Henry Cejudo talking about his big fight coming up, I think.
For that, I'm doing it for the love of the game, Kumar.
Really? You guys think they fuck? Be honest. Be honest. Do you think these two get freaky?
No, but dude, I boxed amateur, bro. I was actually, I was undefeated.
When I do the Moss and Jesse show, people are saying we sit a little too close to each other. Moss and Jesse show, check it out. Greatest show. Greatest third channel in the world. They say we sit too close to each other. I'm looking at these two. They're closer than me and Jesse. And I'm sure in their comments, there's not one person talking about how close they sit next to each other. They're literally, they're on top of each other. Why everyone talking about me? So I'm going to bring it up. Do you think they're fucking?
No, you did. I know you did.
I boxed amateur, so I'm looking to get in there. So I've been...
Yes or no? Just a quick yes or no. Oh, see, it looks like it. Yeah. They tapping. They fuck. You guys almost kiss. But that's weird. Every podcast, the dudes are right next to each other. So it's like all gay people, like the real gay ones, I know a couple of them, some are in the chat right now, are so homophobic that they're covering up how gay they are. You ever notice those people? Everyone's got them in the circle, and maybe I'm talking about you in the chat. But they're so afraid of homosexuality, which I got to be honest, it's a little uncomfortable for me, but I could joke about it. I have a little fun with it. But they're so uncomfortable with it, where they're clearly gay. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind. Like, those burly guys like, oh, I'm no faggot. It's like, dude, you 100% are. You're just afraid to come out of the closet because you'll ruin your image. There's so many of them out there. Yeah, all these manly men. Oh, I'm no fag. I'm sick of all this gay shit. Can't be around all this gay talk. Because you're uncomfortable because you're gay. It's very obvious.
I've been training for the last, I've been training for not just for Marab.
2 weeks?
No. I've been training since my fight with Marab. I've been in the boxing gym and I got the call to wrestle him again while I was in boxing camp, and then I'm doing fucking both. I think it's good for me, Kamaru. The biggest thing with me is I have to compete, Kamaru. I'm not doing it for that.
I don't even know what I just watched there. I have no idea. Anyway, how about these odds? Volkanovski and Movsar. It's pretty much even with a -115 for Volkanovski. Do you agree with this? Do you think this should be even? Is this a pick'em fight? Like, that's crazy. A little disrespect to Volk? A little disrespect to Movsar? I don't know. Like, what do you think that this is a pick'em?
Oh,
you think JB's is trans? Tuxedo.
Justin Geethy.
That is a good line. Goichi was good. Shout out to Strickland. Thank you, Tuxedo. How about Tuxedo Mask? One of the greatest masks in the world. Tuxedo Mask coming in with a 2. Thank you. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm on an absolutely rinse their lives. I'm just going to absolutely terrorise them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if a fight like Max Holloway or Charles Oliveira, I wouldn't, because I respect them and I like them.
Yeah.
I respect, don't get me wrong.
That's Scow's accent. Does anyone have in the chat that? I respect them. I want to fight them.
I wouldn't, because I respect them and I like them.
It's like they're choking on their own saliva. What is that? I like Patty. I do like Patty, but that accent's crazy.
If a fight like Max Holloway or Charles Oliveira, I wouldn't, because I respect them and I like them.
Yeah.
I respect, don't get me wrong, I respect Ilya, but
it hurts like to do that. I respect.
We've had beef for years. I think he's a little helmet. So I'd love to fight him and give him shit. But
I do like calling people a helmet, though. We should do that more often. A helmet?
That's a phenomenal. Bro, he calls people sausages. It's the best fucking thing in the world. I'm telling you.
I'm a Saruki and I've got no respect for it at all. He's just a rich kid.
They got to make that fight, man. Oh, God. Patty, just sit out. Wait for Sarukian. When he's ready, just book it. They have to make Sarukian versus Pimblett. If anyone's to ask, what's a fight that you're most excited about coming up? Like, put together a fight. What's the one? It's Sarukian. Francesca.
Wonderful.
It's Pimblett versus Topuria. It's not even a question. It's a question. It's not even a question. It's not even. Paddy Pimblett, Ilya Topuria. It's just, I'll wait. Do it whenever you have to. Make those two helmets fight each other. Carlos Prates says that Mauricio Hoofy used to beat him up a lot. And this is another thing that I'm talking about. A lot of people are high on Hoofy. He will get, mark my words, clip this, timestamp this, come back when you're hyping the video. Because everyone's going to do that, right? Everyone's going to come back and hit the hype button. Okay? You come back, you hit the hype button, drop a comment on the replay. You don't have to sit through the video. Just hype, comment, leave. If you don't do that, you're selfish. Anyway, Hoofy, who's fighting Sarukian, lock on Sarukian. It's the easiest fight that they could put together. A guy that has hype, a guy that just beat Michael Chandler. He looked good at the White House, beat up a 40-year-old senior citizen that has a lot of muscles and is a complete tomato can. Hoofy gets that win. Sarukian is just going to ragdoll and throw him around. And then Carlos Prates says that Hoofy used to beat him up a lot. Not even the same fucking weight class. And this guy's beating him up a lot. I'm telling you right now, if I were to pick between Morales and Prates, I'm going with the gay guy. If I'm picking Prates versus Islam, I'm going with Islam. If I'm going Prates versus Shavkat, if he returns, I'm going Shavkat. And I'm not even being a Prates hater. What I'm saying is he's in a little bit of trouble. It's going to be bad. The dude did lose to Ian Gary and got exposed there. Ian Gary gave the secret sauce. He did have a little rough final part of that fight, but still. Prates is in over his head at this moment. So right now, he's smoking so many cigarettes so he can kill himself before the fight.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You ask is not enough for you. No, I ain't asking you.